Hello, you guys, to episode 3 of the Watchlist podcast. It's a good week to be alive. We're both feeling pretty good. We both watched some good movies, so I think we're gonna dive right into what we watched this week. And in this case, since we're actually gonna start doing episodes weekly, it seems like, because our schedules are actually fitting pretty well together now, to where we're just gonna literally talk about the movies that we watched since we last did the podcast, which is pretty cool. So you guys can actually keep up to date with everything we watched. So for me, I started the week with Dirty Dancing, which I'd never seen before, which is very interesting because
Wow.
my mom's been nagging me. She's
Yeah.
like, "You haven't seen Dirty Dancing," because my parents know I watch a lot of movies, and they'll be like, "You haven't seen Top Gun, you haven't
Right,
seen Dirty
right.
Dancing, you haven't seen Footloose," all these like old classics like
Classic
when
parent
they were growing up.
movies.
Yeah, classic parent movies that they loved when they were teenagers or in their early 20s. And so I finally, like, I even texted my mom. I was like, "Mom, guess what I'm watching?" And she said, "Dirty Dancing." I'm like, "Yes."
Oh, so that's like
And
the one.
I actually, oh yeah, it's the one. She's been nagging me.
Mm-hmm.
And I actually really enjoyed it. I think
Yeah,
it was a
it's
great time. I think it's a cool movie. I
it's
think
fun.
the dancing's good. I actually was texting my mom. I was like, "Mom, this is surprisingly horny. Like this is like a really horny movie. Like I
That's
was expecting
crazy.
this some like PG-13 thing, right?
Yeah,
But
yeah.
it's like
No,
it's like
it
rated
gets
R.
kind of yeah, it gets kind of like serious, you know.
Yeah, it gets serious. They have like a very sweaty sex scene. I'm like,
Yeah,
what
yeah.
is going on here? I was like not expecting this, but it blew me out of the water. I like the end dance scene. It's like a very happy movie. It's definitely a movie probably when I have kids that I'll probably be nagging them to
Yeah,
watch. Like
cool.
honestly,
Yeah, carry
like
on
it's
that.
gonna pass down
Yeah.
generations. So yeah, I was really into that. And then I watched Stronger, which is not a strong movie in my opinion. I don't I just don't like biopics like that. It's just, and they're always just, they're not visually appealing to me. They're very bland. I mean, the acting's fine. Um, I just I didn't connect with any of the characters. I know it's a real story.
It's the Boston
Also,
Marathon or
yeah,
yeah, Boston Marathon bombing.
the thing that really pissed me off actually was the Boston Marathon bombing at like the beginning.
Mm-hmm.
I think it was like done really
I agree.
poorly and like, and didn't like, I don't know. It didn't seem like
Yeah, it's
this
strange.
big tragedy. It was like this weird thing where it's like they did like an aerial shot of it. Um, and they did like one little glance at the bomber. It was like super strange. I didn't like it at all. That like threw me off at the beginning. I was actually like towards a 1 star, but then some of the acting like pulled me in towards the end
Same.
where I
Who's the
could
girl in the movie? The girlfriend?
I forget I forget her name, but I've seen her
She is
before.
the standout. Like that's what I remember from that
Tatiana
movie.
Maslany.
Yeah.
Tatiana, she's in The Monkey and
Oh.
she's She-Hulk.
Oh
Uh,
God.
she's in Keeper.
Oh, get her
Eastern
out of
Promises.
Osgood
Eastern
Perkins.
Promises is really good,
Oh,
but
okay. It's just yeah, she has some real stuff.
yeah,
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 she's like underrated. Like she's a real actor. You
yeah.
know.
She's a real actor. She probably just has a bad agent. I
Yeah.
think that's what it boils down to. So not a really good movie. It's a solid 2 star, which is, to me is like very meh. Like it's very forgettable. It's not bad, but it's just meh. Like whatever. And then I watched How Hassan's. See, I don't know how to say his name because it's like a million different H's. Um, but I watched The Assassin
Oh
by
yeah.
him. Um, I'm not gonna lie, it's probably the most beautiful movie I've ever seen. It's very close in tandem to like Ron by Kurosawa in like visual appeal, and it's like takes place in that like early century China as well, and it's like gorgeous landscapes, gorgeous costumes, everything. It just happens that the script, like the actual story, is so boring. Like nothing's going on. I'm like fiending sleep the whole time. So I didn't actually even rate that movie because it's like if I give it a low rating, it just feels like I'm devaluing how beautiful of a film it is. I just couldn't rate it. Like I just, yeah, it's whatever.
Yeah, I studied
And then
that
I
in
flushed.
one of my classes, and
Oh, you did.
like 'cause my teacher loved it, and they showed us the clip of it, and I've been like really wanting to watch it ever since. I think it looks
It's
really good.
beautiful. It's just so boring, unfortunately.
Yeah,
Like,
he did talk
and
about how it was slow.
I want to get into more of his stuff for sure. Anyways, so that was I feel like it was a good intro to be like, I'm interested in him a little more visually, to where if he paired it with a good story, I would be really into it. And then I flushed it down because it was so boring with Knock Knock by Eli Roth. Um, it's really bad. I was actually hoping to like it a little more because I see like, for example, someone we both follow, Owen Patnode. Like sometimes he has like these weird like he has it at a 4 star, and I really like Thanksgiving, so I thought like, oh, this is gonna be one of those guilty pleasures. It's not really. Like the beginning is kind of fun, and then it just goes down this road I hated, and it's like a really bad movie. But I mean, it's one of those bad movies that keeps you engaged the whole time. So that's what it was. Funny enough, it's not as boring as The Assassin, which is
Better or
really
worse?
funny. It's it's a worse movie.
Okay.
It's just it's entertaining enough. You know what I mean? And then I watched my favorite movie of the month so far, which is The Match Factory Girl. Holy cow! This movie blew me out of the water. I think it's by far the best character I've seen in a film. She she is amazing. Iris is like the perfect culmination of what a good character should be. There's probably like 10 lines of dialogue in the entire movie. It's a really short movie. Um, I love the filming of it. I love how simple of a story it is. Every emotion that she has in her face, she does such a good job at acting in this. Every emotion, you can feel it. It's very visceral, like it has this very gloom feeling to it. It's the first Finnish movie I've seen, so it's from Finland. I haven't seen many
Karsmaki.
Finnish movies, yeah. Um, so yeah, that was a huge surprise for me. I saw it on like an Instagram reel recently of being like, these are the best movies ever made, and it was the only one out of the list I hadn't seen. So I was like, you know what, I'll check it out. And it was a short movie. I was like right before work, so I was like, you know what, let's just pump it out. And I was just jaw on the floor. It was amazing. Like holy cow. And then I watched Vampire Hunter D Bloodlust, which is a anime film.
Okay.
This has actually been at the top of my watch list for 2 years maybe. I almost watched it in October for my horror movie fest thing, like when I watch only horror movies in the month of October. Um, it's very, it's actually probably again, I've been watching a lot of good looking movies recently. It's like the best looking anime I've seen. It's like very similar in vein to like Ghost in the Shell, like visually. It's like what is it? It's 2000s, but it looks like a 80s anime. It's really cool. It's like aura through and through. It's like so much aura on the screen. It's such a fun watch. It's like really dark and mature for an anime. Has to deal with vampires, and it has this whole lore behind it that you get almost immediately. The end kind of tailed away from me a little bit. I was leaning towards a four, but I ended up just really liking it. I think that's one of the few animes you would like, Luke, because I know you don't like anime
Really?
all that
Why?
much. Um, I don't know because I think it kind of strays away from that anime stereotype of being like a lot of animes I know can be a little corny and
Hmm.
like they have like this weird progression that they go on, but like it feels really cool. It's like 28 years later, but
Hmm.
like anime form.
I
It's
do like
nuts.
vampires. So
Yeah, and vampires are sick. I love vampires. I don't
yeah.
like zombies, but I like vampires. It's a very different thing. And I also love when this isn't a spoil really, but I love when movies aren't afraid to kill main characters. Basically,
Hmm.
like they kind of just go full out. Like there's no plot armor in this movie for sure, which always gets me excited. And then I watched Blades of Glory, peak movie, peak ass. Like that movie's horrible. I think
Yeah.
it's I think it's the culmination of everything I hate about movies. Um, I just don't like sport comedies.
Right.
I don't like how cookie cutter it is. Like it's so predictable through and through. Like you know what's gonna happen. The the relationship between Will Ferrell and the other guy, he's from Napoleon Dynamite, I forget his name. But Um, no, like just no, like they hated each other and they like each other within 5 minutes of skating together. It's just
Right,
so
right.
it's actually funny. It's like very gay. It's a very gay movie,
Mm-hmm.
but not in a like a good way, I guess.
Is it like
Like
homophobic?
not home like no not not really. It's just
Okay.
like it's gay without being gay. Like which
Oh,
is like my
okay.
least favorite thing. You know what I mean? Like they're grabbing each other's crotches while they're dancing and they're like 69ing on the ice rink or whatever. It's just really weird to me.
Okay. Like it's the
Um
joke that they're like gay, but they don't.
yeah, yeah,
Okay.
but they're both straight and they're like Will Ferrell's a
Yeah.
sex
It's like
addict, which is like
Deadpool.
such a weird side plot. Um Funny, the best thing about the movie is Will Arnett. He's very sexy in it. Like Will Arnett, I didn't know Will Arnett could look that good.
Yeah.
Like that dude is a sexy man in
Yeah,
that
he
movie
is.
for sure.
Yeah, yeah.
Um, there's one scene that kept it away from a half star was when they were first starting to dance together and they're like rooming together and their coach is like you have to sleep together, you have to eat together, all this stuff, and then they're like fighting over who should get the bottom and the top bunk. And Will Ferrell gets the top bunk. And okay, I need to figure out this guy's name. John Heder.
Right, right, right.
John Heder gets the bottom bunk, and he's totally like the girl in the relationship, basically
Mm-hmm.
the gay stereotype that they're going for. He's definitely the girl, and the fact that he gets the bottom completely was I laughed for the only time I laughed. I was like, okay,
Yeah.
this makes so much sense. Like he's the bottom. He goes,
Mm-hmm.
bro, I hate being a bottom, like all this stuff. And then Will Ferrell's like, but you are the bottom. Like it's just very like on the nose, kind of funny.
Right.
And then I watched Winter's Bone. I actually
Mm.
really liked it. This is what got Jennifer Lawrence on the map. Because I think it won the jury prize at Sundance. And she does a really incredible job at acting. Her Ozark accent like completely threw me off. I was like, what the heck? It's in the Ozarks. I don't think I've seen many movies that like take place in the Ozarks country. And it was just a flush of culture shock to me. The whole movie is just like showing the culture of what the Ozarks are like. It's kind of white trash, but it's kind of not. It's like hippie white trash. Like they're all really poor. The the dad has kind of this aura lingering, kind of like Laura Palmer and Twin Peaks, where you never see her, but she has this aura with everyone talking about like him being a big drug lord and something happened to him. There's good stakes across it. It's just very bland, like journey kind of building where it's like I don't like road trip movies. I don't like movies where she's going from house to house trying to find her dad. I just don't find that really appealing to me at all. But I mean, the culture of it was like really fun for me to experience. I was like, oh, this is a part of America because to me, I don't think America nowadays has much culture outside of like LA and New York, like and maybe Louisiana. Like they have like these really distinct cultures. But then I find the Ozarks, and I'm like, oh, like this is another section of culture in America I never have dug deep into, and I never learned in middle school or high school. So it was like a really cool experience to like see it on screen. Um, and then I watched the recommendation by you, which we'll talk about later.
Mm-hmm.
And then I watched Steven Soderbergh's
Oh
Solaris.
yeah.
Sorry. So funny enough, this actually happened. Like the reason I watched this, I've always been anti watching a remake of a movie I really like. But the only reason I did this, like literally that day, it was yesterday, I was looking at movies and I watched the original Tarkovsky Solaris 2 years ago on February 26th. And I was like, you know what? It's been exactly 2 years. I'm going to watch the Steven Soderbergh one. It's actually visually cool. It just kind of strays away completely from like the vibe of Tarkovsky,
Mm-hmm.
which like immediately, I kind of went into it being like hating it. Kind of like the
uh,
same way where I went into Highest to Lowest by
yeah.
Spike Lee and
Yeah.
why I don't like that movie is just being like
It's
I
very
like the
different.
original so much to
Yeah.
where I'm just like I kind of those movies kind of just have a preconceived like asterisk next to them for me
Mm-hmm.
to where it's like if they were probably by themselves without the connotation of like a previous movie like an original it would probably be good You know,
Interesting. I
it's
have the
just
complete opposite mindset with
yeah,
that.
which is funny because I know you like highest to lowest.
Yeah.
So
And
that's
but
definitely a very
obviously
interesting
high to
thing.
low is better, but yeah, I do
Yeah,
really like Spike
yeah, yeah.
Lee's.
So I mean, the other thing we have to say too is like you have high and low at like a 5 star, and then you gave highest to lowest a 4.
Yeah.
I'm just like lower on those movies originally. Like
Yeah,
I
yeah.
have high and low at 4, you
And it's
know.
like a
So I'm not
worse
gonna give
iteration.
yeah. So I'm not gonna give highest to lowest a 4 when high and low is a 4,
Yeah.
you know. And like I have Solaris at a 3.5 right now, which honestly that would probably go up on a rewatch.
It's so good.
Um, so I'm gonna give Solaris a 2.5. You know, like again, like
Okay.
like the original Solaris has the, which I know you like, the driving shot,
Hmm.
which is always on my mind. Like that's
Yeah,
like
yeah, it's
one
incredible.
thing I always want to like build in like kind of my movies is like that slow ethereal feel of like almost like it feels like a dream almost,
Yeah,
which
but
I
it's
like,
not. It's like that's the
but it's
part of the
not.
movie that's
Yeah,
not, and it's so good.
yeah, exactly.
Yeah, I love that
And then
movie.
just before filming this pod, I watched The Virgin Spring by Igmar Bergman. Holy
Sick.
cow. I've been wanting to watch this movie for so long. Funny enough, I was like the reason I kind of held off is like I want to watch it during the springtime, just because I'm like that, where I'm like
Hmm.
it has the word spring in it. I'm gonna watch it in the springtime.
Hmm.
But I mean, it feels like summer now in Austin. I don't think there's any spring here. Like
Yeah,
we went
yeah.
straight from a
Same here.
snowstorm a month ago to like 90 degrees.
Yeah.
So there's no spring in Austin. So I was like, I'm gonna watch it. It's top five Bergman for me right now. It is really good. Um, Deals with rape in a very interesting way. It's it's really sad. I think it's Bergman's maybe bleakest film.
Wow.
Um, like thematically, like he he has all these like Christian stuff throughout all his work, and he does it really well here, where he's like almost challenging God towards the end, where Max von Sydow is like screaming at the sky over this, and it's like, whoa, this is crazy. And there's also like a hope at the end, and it also has the vibe of a thriller, which I'm not
Mm.
used to with Bergman. Like it feels like a
Yeah.
thriller. Like my heart was racing. Um,
Wow.
not because not because of the rape scene. The rape scene obviously is
Yeah.
very visceral, but because of what happens after is like whoa, like this is a revenge plot story, like which is just so cool. And like the way that the plot structure goes about, like it's a very cause and effect, which is really cool, and everything happens for a reason. And I love when I notice that a filmmaker is
Hmm.
doing that, and the whole like concept of the film immediately is like, okay, this is really cool. Like I just like how it's structured. Like if I read the outline, I would probably give it the same score. Like it's just amazing. He's not doing the most with his like filmmaking stuff. I don't think it's like his prettiest film, but I think it's definitely his prettiest structured film. Um, and I mean, Bergman is very rarely missing for me. Like the only film I don't like is Winter Light. Um, but speaking of remakes, I guess First Reformed I like better than the original because First Reformed is basically Winter Light. It's like
Mm.
the same movie. Um, But yeah, I mean that's what I watched this week. I think I did a good balance of watching really good movies and really bad ones, and
Yeah.
I'm balancing it pretty well. So yeah, what about
I
you?
I didn't really have that balance. I was just kind of watching like I mean, I liked like almost all these movies, but just didn't watch one that was like blew me away, I guess.
Yeah.
Mostly catching it. I just was like trying. I was looking at the last couple years of like the movies I didn't get to, of like 2024, 2025, and mainly 2024. I was trying to like watch some of those that I just missed. But first for school, I watched Spike Lee's He Got Game with Denzel Washington and Ray Allen, NBA player Ray Allen, who just
He's
like,
in the movie?
yeah, he's the
I didn't
main,
know
he's like
that.
the lead. He's like,
What?
yeah, he
Is he good?
plays, he's okay. So he's the lead, like he's a big part. The movie is like, it looks like a sports movie and it's marketed that way. And it even got picked up by Disney to like, I forget what exactly. I think distribute. And so they market it as like this sports movie. It's really about a father and son, you know, like trying to like fix their issues because the father killed the boy, the his wife, the boy's mother, and went to prison,
Mm-hmm.
and now he's on parole. And the Ray Allen, the kid, is this like NBA like number one prospect in the country, and it's kind of crazy. Um, there's just parts of it that I had issues with, um, and it just what really was not. There's like good stuff in it for sure, and I like the movie. I just had like more issues with it than other Spike Lee movies. But Ray Allen, yeah, he's pretty good. I mean, I saw a lot of like critics and like I watched for class, and my teacher was talking about it, and you know, read about it as well, and a lot of people are saying like he's incredible in the movie. Like they use like really like big words like and I'm kind of watching, I'm like, oh, he's acting with Denzel Washington, and there's a clear difference. Like it's like
Yeah.
really, it was apparent to me. It didn't, that stuff doesn't really bother me because I think it's still fun. Like I'm watching Ray Allen and he's giving like a fine performance and like definitely good at
Yeah.
times. But I'm like, yeah, he's acting with Denzel Washington and like Dawson, and I don't know. Um, then
I
I
have to ask you. I have to
yeah.
ask you about your opinion of Uncut Gems, then, like how Kevin Garnett fares with
Uh,
um,
I think Ray
Adam
Allen
Sandler.
is in a lot. Kim Garnett isn't in like that much of Uncut Gems, right? He's just
Yeah,
like,
but I think he's good in that
yeah,
movie.
I think he's good. I think Ray Allen is honestly like he's asked to do a lot. Like his role is like pretty complicated, and I don't think Kevin Garnett's is as much
Yeah.
like from like an like you know what he's asked to do. It's probably like more convincing in Uncut Gems, and like you're with the stress of it all. I think it's just like an easier thing to play, like
Yeah, for
comparatively,
sure.
and so I kind of like I give more props to Ray Allen, I would say,
Okay.
because
Yeah.
he's a young guy too. Like he's pretty young in it, and I don't know, but Kevin Garnett's also good in that.
Yeah.
Um, then I watched Craven the Hunter.
Oh God.
uh, because okay, I watched it because this Sony superhero projects interest me more than anything like the DCU or MCU is gonna put out. Like just like I know that's crazy to say and like
Yeah.
whatever, but like they are like actually like they're kind of like doing like weird they're not doing the thing you expect them to do, you know what I mean? Like they're like
Yeah.
doing weird shit, and this movie's fucking weird. Like it's really bizarre.
Yeah.
Like I laughed a lot throughout the movie, like to the point where I was like, wait, are they kind of like making this like campy and good? Like are we bringing it back to like Joel Schumacher? Unfortunately no, because it's like really ugly, and I think it is taking itself kind of seriously. Like wait,
Yeah.
like too much. But I'm curious if other people interpret it as kind of more intentionally funny, and like because I could totally see a version of that where people like it. But yeah, it's 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 a movie. It's interesting.
Yeah.
Don't want to talk about that for too long. Okay, then I watched Grand Theft Hamlet, which I know you really like. I did like it too. I was honestly disappointed. I think I had high expectations because that whole premise and everything just sounds like it could be like one of my favorite things ever, and
Yeah.
people really love it. I think for the most part, yeah. And like people, I know like is it Matt Lynch or something? Yeah, Matt Lynch on Letterboxd, right? Like most followers or something. He's
Yeah.
like this the movie Megalopolis wanted to be. And so I'm like, okay, it's not. It's
Definitely no, but
I think
yeah.
that's a little ridiculous because I think a lot of it feels like a Twitch stream YouTube video to me. And I saw people saying that that was what they liked about it, and I I didn't like those parts as much. And then I think there's like moments that are like genuinely like funny and like constructed well, where they're not kind of like, I guess like holding your hand through a joke. Like it's just kind of like exists and it's funny.
Yeah.
And that's good. I wish there was more Shakespeare.
Yeah.
But
I think
yeah.
I don't know. The reason that movie is so good to me is like, first of all, it is very natural because like to them they're just like playing this game and just having
Yeah.
fun. Like that these guys are like working class men and women, and they're just on the thing after work or something, and they're talking about their kids or
Yeah,
whatever,
yeah.
like how they have to go make dinner for their kids or something. It feels very real.
Hmm.
I think the coolest thing is like the actual characters is like the people behind the screen. Like, they have a
Yeah.
headset on, they're
Yeah,
at their
yeah.
desk, and like they're like
No,
living
yeah.
this moment, and it's entertaining for you, and it's like, oh, this is like really cool
Well,
that
also,
this can
I
be.
think that's the best part of it, and I think it's thematically relevant to Hamlet. And they talk about like the to be or not to be, and I was thinking of that like kind of. I think like I might be reading way too deep into this, you know. I don't, which not that that matters, but I kind of I don't I think it does an interesting thing where it's like to be or not to be, like there's like an escape in the game, like there's something about the game that's an escape, and they talk about like the real world stuff, and they have kids and all this, and like they're asking people to do some like perform a Hamlet play in a video game and like memorize the lines, and like they're asking them to do all this, and some people are like willing to do it. It's why are you
Yeah.
willing to do something that's not even real, you know?
Yeah,
And
they
like
could be off in the server like shooting
yeah,
people and having more fun, but they're like they choose to do this. It's
yeah,
like really cool.
that, yeah, that's stuff's like that it's definitely it's special. I really think it's like good, and I love like Phil Solomon does like famously does like the GTA shorts, and I really love those.
Yeah.
And I like the idea of like kind of like GTA or like the video game kind of look for like a film. It's like I don't know.
Yeah.
It's interesting. It's
But
like an
also like
experiment.
all the people that are playing these guys on GTA, they're like kind of playing a role like as themselves, like before the Hamlet stuff. They're playing a role. Like they
Yeah,
get into the game and they get to be someone that they're not in
yeah,
real
yeah.
life. But they're all very distinct, which is weird because you're watching like a video game avatar character walking around. But like you can distinctly know that, oh, that's that guy,
Hmm.
or oh, that's that guy. Like they
Yeah.
all you're never confused about who a certain person is, and like at sometimes like someone to join the server and be like, yes, this guy's back in, because like their schedules are all messed up. They have to figure out their scheduling and stuff. Or when someone to leave the game, I'm like, I I always think outside of the movie, I'm like, oh, what did that guy go do after he logged off?
Hmm.
Like is what he's doing on the video game like lingering in his day to day life? It's like little things like that where it's like actually deeper than you would think a GTA movie would be.
Yeah, yeah.
It is like really cool.
It's funny, they do a lot where like the main guys are like being serious, like performing or rehearsing or something, and then because they're in GTA, like people just show up and like kill them or like do some dumb shit, and they like play it really
Yeah,
serious, and that stuff's funny.
it's so
um
funny.
yeah, then for class I rewatched The Wind Rises. Hayao Miyazaki, Studio Ghibli masterpiece. Yeah, it's incredible.
Yeah,
It's so good. It's just I think it's the best animated movie I've ever seen. I think it's the best.
I agree.
Like I
I
don't
agree.
think any like it's like pretty like perfect animated. Like I don't it's everything. Like I love it so much.
It's in my top 10, so I agree.
Oh wow. Like all time or
All
animated?
time,
All time?
all time.
Nice.
It's the
Yeah.
only animated movie I have out of five too.
Oh wow. I didn't know that. No like
Yeah.
anime.
No.
Okay. I mean that's
Silent
anime.
Silent Voice dropped. Silent Voice dropped. Like it
Oh.
was a five, and then I rewatched Silent Voice, and it's not a five
Oh,
anymore.
interesting.
So
Okay.
yeah, it's the only one left.
Then kind of inspired by that, and because it was also a 2024 film that I missed, is the Hayao Miyazaki and the Heron documentary about him coming out of retirement and making The Boy and the Heron. You know, and I love that man so much, and it's like I highly recommend it. It's unfortunately like the guy making the documentary is like he's kind of like doing some weird stuff that's kind of annoying sometimes, like as like a filmmaker. But no, I mean, but at the end of the day, like you're watching him, and there's like a lot of good stuff. Watching him like really like he's like, he's retired so many times famously, and him just he can't like his dreams are so strong and they like hurt his head, and he just like can't stop creating. Like he's like a real fucking like artist, like and he's so good. And it's really sweet. You get to learn about kind of like his main drive to make that movie, which was who's the other Studio Ghibli guy who made like Grave of the Fireflies? I forget his name. Isao Takahata.
Now, yeah.
Yeah, Isao Takahata, who died, and he was like, you learn so much about their relationship that's so fascinating. And you know Miyazaki missed him so much and like had such complex feelings about him, and because he was the main guy like pushing Miyazaki to like do all these things. And so, and there's a full self-insert Miyazaki talks about in The Boy and the Heron, which is the Grand Wizard. That's Takahata. And the Heron is his other partner who's in the documentary. I forget his name, but I just love watching him.
Yeah.
So that's a good time. I recommend that. Then I watched Ella McKay. Yeah, shout out Ella McKay, which I liked, and I actually, the more I think about it, the more and more I like it. I think it's doing this like 2000s comedy thing, and it's there's a lot of basically Ella McKay is like a politician in DC, or yeah, DC, who becomes governor, and she's just basically like a really well-intended like good politician who like is thinking about the people, and like that's her thing. Like all these other people are kind of like scummy, and or but she's a good person, like pretty straight. And it's sweet in the current like politics and everything, and it's like you're watching like a really like sweet politician, and it's really nice. And there's a bunch of characters and a lot of different dynamics, and this is what really makes the movie so interesting, I think, is how like atypical all of these dynamics are. And there's some really bizarre like scenes that are so weird, like it's really weird, which throws people off completely. And people really hate this movie, obviously, and it bombed and all this. But I think it's interesting because it's James Brooks. He's like 88, and
Yeah.
well acclaimed, successful filmmaker. And yeah, so he's super old, and this is his last movie probably, because I don't think he'll make another movie, is Ella McKay. And it's just kind of about like, we should like be nice to each other, like I recommend it because it's good, and I don't think people are really giving it. The performances are pretty off, like kind of whimsical and like not naturalistic, and so that there's a lot of things that definitely throw people off. But
Yeah.
it's good. There's some really like so many good moments in that movie, like that I just keep thinking about. Yeah. That's Ellen McKay. All right, I watched Kneecap, the Irish movie, which is it's like a real hip hop group. Did you see this?
No, I was actually funny enough. The head chef at my work, I was talking to him about. He was asking me about movies because he overheard me talking about how
Yeah.
many movies I watch. I watch like two a day or something, and he was like, "Bro, have you seen Kneecap?" I go, "No way!" Like the co-host of my podcast, literally like just watched this. He goes, "Yeah, man, I love that movie. I just watched it. It's so good."
Yeah,
Yeah.
I think it's good. It's like I was thinking like I think anyone could watch this and kind of like enjoy it like to some degree. Definitely like I didn't expect to like it, honestly. It just really didn't seem like my thing. And I think, there's things in it that really like sold me, and it's very political, and I think that stuff is really well done, and it's a lot about resisting kind of like the England's colonization of Ireland, and like kind of like what that looks like in the modern day, and they speak the original Irish like language, which I didn't even know
Gaelic.
existed, which is embarrassing because I'm
Yeah.
Irish. And yeah, and so they're a
Have
hip
you
that
have you not seen The Quiet Girl?
I have, but I didn't
Yeah,
think
that's
about
Gaelic.
it. I
Yeah.
like don't
Yeah.
I'm just stupid, dude. But yeah, so they're rapping in that Irish dialect, and then people start like learning the language because of them, and it just becomes about this thing about like how like art can really like make a difference, and like it's pretty inspiring, and I think like it does all that stuff really well. Yeah, people are really high on that movie. I had no idea, but it's that's cool. I like it, and it seems like everyone. I haven't seen any like negative reviews for it, so
Yeah.
um, this one surprised me. For class, I watched 6 Degrees of Separation, which I had never heard of, and it seems like no one has really heard of it. Like I don't know, it's kind of like, which is crazy because it has Will Smith, Donald Sutherland, Ian McKellen, and then a lot of small roles by our favorite director Osgood Perkins shows up as an actor. And dude, I see his dumb fucking rectangle head, and I'm like, and he's super young, and I'm like, is that Osgood Perkins? And yeah, it is. And he gives a bad performance in the movie. Like he's
Oh,
not
no.
good. And it made me so happy. JJ Abrams is with him as an actor, and then Anthony Michael Hall is in
What
it.
is this cast?
Yeah, it's weird, and it's really good. Like really, I think it's really good and really surprised me. It's based off of a play, and Will Smith is basically like a con man who kind of like infiltrates these high class. There's like art deal. The main couple, one of them, like Stockard Channing and Donald Sutherland, is like they're art dealers. Anyways, it has I really think there's like a lot of like substance there that I I really appreciated, and left me definitely thinking a lot, and it's definitely not an easy movie to kind of figure out, and it's really fun, and the performances are really great, and yeah, and I think it's a movie again that like if this movie like should have been like a classic. Like I could see like everyone's parents loving it, and like you know I really felt that while watching. I was like, this should be like a movie everyone knows and talks about, but
Yeah.
it's not
Yeah.
the opposite. Um, then for class, I watched Four Little Girls, a Spike Lee documentary about the church bombing in Birmingham, Alabama in 1963. Very devastating. Like really
Yeah.
difficult watch because you're like it's all about the families, and um yeah, uh a couple things. Spike Lee kind of removes, he kind of doesn't really go into a lot of flashy filmmaking, and really kind of like lets these people talk, and kind of like removes some. It's very simple. I don't think it's a big crew. It looks like a very small crew, and he just kind of lets them talk, and it's not exploitative at all. And there's even parts in it where if they were done poorly, they definitely could be exploitative, but it's done really well. Really, really good documentary. It's a really difficult watch though, so caution on that. And there's a part in it where this racist governor of Alabama who was like pro segregation. They show him. Spike Lee gets to interview him in the documentary as he's like about like about to die. Like he is so close to dying. And he's like really old, and he talks about how he's like regrets everything, and he's like, like he's regretting it, and then he's like, no, I love black people. Like I'm with this black, his nurse is black who's like taking care of him, and he's like, I go with him everywhere. I go to Japan, I go to China, I go with him. I can't go anywhere without him. He's my best friend. He's like, come here, come here. And the black nurse just comes over, and his face is like so like you gotta be fucking kidding me. And he just has like the most like uncomfortable face as he's like, he's talking about him that way, and it's like this guy wants him to like die right now. Like he does not like him.
Yeah.
It's
Interesting.
yeah. So, and Spike Lee even talked about that as like a really funny moment in the documentary. And then I watched The Cook, the Thief, His Wife, and Her Lover, which you recommended me in the last episode. We'll talk about that at the end. And this morning I watched Andrea Arnold's Bird, which was really good. And Barry Keoghan's in it, and I think it's pretty easily my favorite performance from him. It was between that and Banshees, but I think this
Yeah.
one's better. Like it's a really good
Wow.
performance. Like it's really really good. And he's not even in it like a crazy amount. And also your guy Franz Rogowski,
Oh, he's in it.
yeah, he's Bird.
Oh, okay. Yeah. He's sick, huh? He's pretty cool.
He's weird, but like in the bet,
Yeah.
like I was kind of like, I don't know if I like this freak, I don't know if I'm like with this. And throughout I'm like, I'm really into, like, he's really
He
good.
captivates you for sure. He's like a presence on the screen every time he's
Absolutely.
there, dude.
Yeah. And I
Yeah.
mean, yeah, I think if you like him, I think you should watch this. Uh,
Sick.
Really, I mean, it's just really good. It's and Andre Arnold. I think like only I don't remember American Honey that well, like formally, but I just watched her Wuthering Heights adaptation, and that's all handheld, and this one's also all handheld and shot on 16 millimeter. It looked like, and it's not a. I didn't expect to love that style as much as I do. I think it's just because she's such a good director, like genuinely such a great director
Yeah.
in terms of like directing a scene and directing actors. Like like incredibly incredibly talented. And so she, a lot of scenes in this movie is just like, wow, it's just like Andre
Yeah.
Arnold really knows what she's doing. um and it's a lot about kind of like, it's a coming of age story. And there's a lot of moments that are like weirdly emotional that I didn't expect to be emotional, and it just is very emotional. So I'd recommend that.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's it.
Yeah. I've been wanting to watch that movie for sure. Um, cool. Well, we're gonna get into the bulk of the podcast episode today, which is a bracket that I made last night at 4 a.m.
Hmm.
And before we start the bracket, I have to kind of Luke doesn't even know how I made this bracket, so I
Yeah, I
kind of
don't.
have to explain. I have to kind of explain to everyone how the genesis of this was made. I came up with a cool idea how to make it because I could have easily picked like movies me and Luke both like love, we both have highly rated, and we just kind of debate them. But I was like, let's take a more interesting route. So literally, what I did is I went on ChatGPT and I said, give me 100 movies that came out 2020 to 2025 and give me a large verse of them, like big blockbusters, Oscar stuff, like award-winning stuff, more indie stuff. Just give me a whole, and it gave me a list of 100, and I kind of just picked out ones that I thought were interesting a little bit, and then I put it in a list in Letterbox, and I rated it. Like sorted it by highest rated, and that's how I came up with the seating. So the seating is not based off of me and Luke's opinion. It's based off of the general consensus of like what's the highest rated. So for example, The Father is the highest rated out of the list, so it's ranked number one. And Old by Shyamalan is the lowest rated, so it's the 32 seed, right?
What?
So that's kind of that's kind of how the seeding is gonna go. And then I did basic seeding where the 1 goes against the 32, and then on the opposite side of the bracket, the 2 goes versus the 31, so that essentially the 2 would get the 1. But because the seeding is like this, there's really no upsets with like a 31 beating a 2 because it's all general consensus base, and it might not be me and Luke's opinion. So if a 30 beats
It
a
won't.
3, like if a 30 beats a 3, like it's not like, whoa, what a crazy upset. It's just based off a seeding of general consensus. So that's kind of how I made the list. I think it's interesting. I put a lot of like different kind of stuff that usually people don't talk about, mostly stuff that we haven't talked about in the first 2 episodes, especially 2025 releases. Um, so yeah, it looks pretty fun. So I'll name the seedings in order to 1 and 32, and then we'll start the bracket from the left side to the right side. So we got in order. We got The Father, we got RRR, Memoir of a Snail, Another Round, Minari, Killers of the Flower Moon, The Batman, Tar, The Boy and the Heron, as we've already talked about in this episode, The Brutalist, the Oscar winner Coda, Begonia, Zone of Interest, Secret Agent, After Yang, Red Rocket, Furiosa, Pig, Barbie, Triangle of Sadness, Nosferatu, F1, The Power of the Dog, Possessor, Mickey 17, 28 Years Later, Hitman, The Shrouds, Presence, Napoleon, Thanksgiving, and Old. So I also try to make it to where I'm not having double of a director. Like I wanted to put Trap in there, but I was like, let's do Old instead.
Yeah.
It's
Okay.
funny because if I put Trap, it probably still would have been the 32 seed because
Yeah.
that movie's low rated as well.
Yeah. Any M night.
Unfortunately. So yeah, I just kind of I was debating a couple things. But I think it's a good little bunch of like weird, quirky movies that I think would have some fun matchups. So the first matchup we'll go with is
I have a
The
question.
Father
I have a
versus.
question. I have a question.
Yeah, 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 yeah.
So if we disagree, like one of us picks one, the other picks the other, do we flip a
Oh,
coin?
okay. No, I think this is what we should do. This is how we should pick the stuff. As I think there's going to be some compromise here,
Okay.
right? I think we'll discuss the movie.
Okay.
If
Got it.
someone's more passionate about something else, like if I'm like,
Okay.
I want something to win, but I'm not too passionate about it, I think there's going to be some, because I think you can't win them all, I can't win them all. I think flipping a coin is just dumb, because then we're just going to get bummed out. So I think we just have a general consensus of like
Okay.
opinions,
All right.
basically. So it'll make it a little more interesting as well. Um, so we have The Father versus Old. Obviously you're higher on Old than The Father. I'm higher on The Father than Old.
No.
I do I do love Old though. I do love Old. Um, and I would not be against Old beating The Father. The
Okay.
only reason I have The Father over Old, I think it's a great directorial debut from Florian Zeller. Unfortunately, from what I've heard, his sequel to the movie is
Son,
absolute ass.
personally.
Yeah, The Son.
Yeah.
I heard it's like absolute ass,
Yeah, I did too.
which is really funny. Um, he seems to be a promising filmmaker to me. I actually think that that ending is one of the best of the decade so far. It's very emotional, it's very all over the place. It's very confusing. Obviously, you're in the mind of someone who's losing his memory. It's really fun, but Old again is like great filmmaking from M Night. Like obviously, it's a really cool story. Um, I think it looks better than The Father. Obviously, I think The Father's more story based, more than filmmaking based. So I'm fine with Old if you want to go Old.
Yeah, let me think. No, yeah. I mean,
Yeah.
honestly, I think if I rewatch The Father, I think I would like it a lot less too. Like just
Okay.
off of
Yeah, I
vibe.
agree.
I
So
liked it when I
that's kind of
watched
what
it the first time though, but that was like 2020, right?
yeah, that's why I'm fine with the Old winning is because Old has stuck with my mind more than The Father.
Yeah.
The Father was more of like a gut punch at the beginning. Like when, on my first watch, I was like, "Whoa, what the heck? I've never seen a movie like this." Whereas Old has kind of been lingering. It's like, "Whoa, this is like a very rewatchable movie." Like a lot, I found that like you got me into M Night when we first met like last year.
Hell yeah.
Like I was when we first talked, you were like huge on M Night because I
Yeah.
asked you what your favorite director is, and you're like M Night's probably, and I'm like, what? Because I was already like I didn't know, you know.
Yeah,
Um,
gotta
and
put you
same with
on
like
game.
Trap. I wasn't high on Trap, and then I've rewatched Trap twice in the last month. Like I love Trap now. Um, he's very rewatchable director for me, and
Yeah,
so
like
yeah,
probably
I
the
think we
most
go.
rewatchable director. Like
I
has to
agree.
be.
I agree. Yeah.
But yeah, Old is
I,
also
I,
just
I
one of the
it used
greatest
to be it
movies.
used to be Tarantino for me, but I'd actually say M Night's probably more rewatchable now.
Yeah, I don't like rewatching Tarantino's so far.
Yeah,
I wrote yeah.
it's yeah. So okay, we can put old there for sure. Do you want me to write them to the next round or you? I can write them.
You, cause
Yes.
yeah,
Yeah, yeah. So we got old there. Boom, baby. So old sums to the next round, and the next round we
huge.
got Red Rocket versus Furiosa.
Okay,
Um, to me, this is pretty easy for me. I again, I love both these movies, but I
okay,
think Red Rocket's better. I
okay.
think Red Rocket's a better film. Uh, I think it's Sean Baker's best. I love Furiosa. I like Furiosa more than Mad Max Fury Road. Um, yeah, they're both great. Furious is amazing, but what about you? Like, I think Red Rocket's better.
I am pretty strongly for Furiosa over Red Rocket.
Oh,
I think
really?
Furiosa is really incredible, like so good, and like really stuck with. Like I really love Furiosa. I don't think I mean, when I watched, I was like, oh yeah, this is really great. It has not stuck with me the same. I but oh man, Furiosa is so good. Like I don't know.
No, it is. It is. It's in my top five of what was it, 2023 or 2024? One of those.
Yeah.
It's like top five for me.
What do
So
you have Red
I'm
Rocket
fine
at?
going 4.5.
Wow.
Yeah. And I Furious at a high four. Like it's my highest. It's one of my
Uh,
highest 4 stars.
you love
I'm
pedophiles, huh?
completely fine going. I'm yeah, I'm pretty fine. I'm pretty fine going Furiosa, just because, again, it's a movie that has lingered for me as well. There's a lot of shots in that movie that are like,
Yeah,
whoa,
it's
like that's pretty
brilliant.
cool.
Like George Miller's so
Um,
good. I mean I would
no,
concede to I
no, I'm
think
fine going Furiosa. It's fine
okay.
because I there's definitely things in this list that I'm
You
a
feel more
little
strongly
higher on.
about.
Yeah, like
Okay.
there's one a little later down on this side that I'm gonna just have to override you.
Okay. Uh-oh.
For sure.
Oh
So
no.
we'll go
See,
Furiosa
this is your
to
strategy.
beat
You're
Red
being nice
Rocket.
to me right now, and then you're just gonna
Yeah, I'm
fuck
being
me
nice so that
over.
I can destroy you later. Oh, I see one on the other side that's gonna piss you off.
Oh no.
Okay, so we have Tar versus Mickey 17. I don't
Okay.
like either of these movies.
Interesting.
Um, Mickey 17 is better for me. I don't like Tar, but funny enough, Tar has like lingered. It was a
Hmm.
movie I didn't like on first watch. I watched with my mom. She was very visceral, like she hated it.
Was
She
it
was
just
like, "This movie
boring or
sucks."
was anything
It was
else?
boring. Like I wasn't familiar with Todd Fields at all.
Hmm.
Um, but it's definitely a movie that's high on my rewatch like list thing. But I would go Mickey 17 here. That would be my opinion.
I would go Tar
I don't like
here.
Mickey. Okay, I'm
But
fine with that because
I
I'm
I
not big on Mickey.
I like Mickey too though, and I'm fine with that. Like I could go either. Um,
Okay, I think we just go Mickey
yeah,
17 just
I
because
got
I have Tar at a 2 star.
okay.
So, but like again, Mickey 17 is very. I did not have fun in the theaters watching that movie. Um, it's just I think my review is that like Bong Joon-ho needs to go back to South Korea. Like
Yeah,
this
his
dude,
English language movies are very
his
different.
English.
That's what I
Actually,
kind of like about it, but I get
Snowpiercer
it.
is amazing. I love Snowpiercer. That's like top
Oh,
tier
really?
movie for me for sure. Okay, here's another interesting one. We got Boy and the Heron versus Possessor. Brandon
Hmm.
Cronenberg's Possessor. I watched this at the top of my October horror film fest. I loved Possessor. I think I actually
S-
I'm really loving Brandon Cronenberg. Like
okay. Infinity
Infinity Pool
Pool.
is amazing. I love Infinity Pool. That movie is so good.
Yeah.
It's like almost that movie is so good where it's like it combats a lot of David's stuff, like
Hmm.
his dad's stuff. Like that's how
Yeah, I mean
good
both of
that's how
them.
much
I think.
Yeah, they're amazing. Um,
Well, I yeah. Okay, so
but
you're going.
I don't like Boy and the Heron. So
Wow, that's
so that's
crazy.
the reason. Okay, here's the reason why I don't like Boy and the Heron. Maybe I do need to watch that documentary and then revisit Boy and the Heron. I just feel like Boy and the Heron to me was a movie that was kind of it feels like a synopsis of Miyazaki's career. It feels very close in tandem to me to Spirited Away. It feels like almost the same movie to me. That might be weird to say, but like to me I didn't find anything different out of Miyazaki's directing. I think it's like top two worst Miyazaki. Might be his worst, honestly.
That's
Um
crazy.
so yeah, I don't like that movie.
That's
Um
insane.
But I again, Boy and the Heron's like a three for me, and Possessor's like a 3.5. I
Okay.
love Possessor. I think it's a really cool lore. It has like this really strange feeling to it, especially with like the transitions between consciousness between two people. I really found cool. Like Brandon Cronenberg has this really, he's really his lighting is amazing. Like he's he spends half his budget on neon lights. Like I swear,
Yeah.
like this guy just loves neon lights. Um, but I'll leave this up to you. I know you for sure
Really.
prefer Boy and the Heron.
Yeah,
Um,
I'm pretty.
I,
I
I
like Brandon. I mean, I liked Possessor. I mean, I honestly I watched Possessor a lot. Like when it came out, I don't really remember it. I remember Infinity Pool, and I like them. I definitely don't love them. Like, and I love Boy and the Heron. Like, I think it's like top Miyazaki. I'm flipped from you. Like, I think that movie's incredible. Like, kind of
yeah.
he's tapped in. But
Okay.
so I'm going that. But
We'll go Boy and the Heron. Yeah.
all right. I don't
Okay,
like
we'll
that
go
you're
Boy
being
and
so
the Heron.
nice. Like, what do you have up your sleeve? Like,
Yeah, so you've gotten four out of the first like little bracket here.
oh my
Um,
god.
we'll keep it going though. We got another round by Thomas Vinterberg versus Presence. This is a clear another round for me
Okay.
over Presence. I love Presence like that movie. When I watched it, I think I was texting you about it. I was like,
Yeah.
man, I love this movie. Like it's maybe my favorite Soderbergh.
Wow.
Yeah, might be my favorite Soderbergh, and I've been watching a lot of Soderbergh.
Yeah.
I've already seen four movies this year of him. Like I'm really digging deep into his filmography. Yeah, but I'm definitely another round. That ending is amazing. The whole concept of like being constantly drunk is really cool. Mads Mikkelsen again is like a brilliant performer. Like that whole dance sequence. Like I remember reading Mads talking about it. Like he didn't want to do the dancing scene at the end. He didn't see how it fit, and then he like watched the movie. He's like, oh, this makes so much sense. It's like a freeing, and the way that scene makes me feel is like I get super excited after a really depressing movie. Like you wouldn't expect another round to be pretty depressing, but like Thomas Vinterberg is like a really good director to me. Like
Yeah.
I love Scandinavian filmmaking. Like I honestly like I watch more Japanese and French films than anything for foreign, but like Scandinavia like doesn't miss for me. Like whether that's Sweden, Denmark, Norway, like all their movies are just fucking brilliant. There's something about their culture that like hits me as a person where I'm like kind of ashamed to be American. I'm like, man, I wish I
Yeah,
was
no,
from
I get that.
Scandinavia.
Yeah.
Like there's something so
You
wholesome but
connect with
dark
it.
about I also just love movies that are set in fall. I love the fall setting. I love like how they're teachers and I don't know. Another round's amazing. What do you feel about this?
Yeah. I will go. I mean, I like the Soderbergh, but I really I think it's really good. Um, I'm I would probably go another. I don't know. I'm definitely fine with another round. I think we should do that.
Okay.
But I really like both of them. They're probably like very close for me, like
Yeah.
personally. But yeah, let's go with Vinterberg.
Another round's a 4.5 for me, but
Oh wow,
the hunt is a little better for me. I think the hunt's
I
a little
agree.
better. They're both 4.5s. As of now. Okay, this is very interesting. Zone of interest versus Triangle of Sadness.
Oh.
very interesting. They're both like political movies
Yeah,
for sure, like at the forefront for sure. Zone
sure.
of Interest is a little slower.
Yeah,
Triangle of Sadness
a
is
lot slower.
very dark
Oh,
comedy. Triangle of Sadness is dark comedy. Ruben Östlund is like, again, he's from Scandinavia. He's Swedish. I love his. I. It's weird because all of his movies I've given a 3 star, but like
oh, really?
no doubt about it. I think about them all the time.
Hmm.
Like Force Majeure, I watched recently, and that movie, like I can't stop thinking
Every
about. Like,
time,
there's something
every time I
I
see
don't
my
know.
uncle, he tells me to watch Force Majeure.
Watch it. It's good.
Yeah, I
It's like
guess I should.
really cool. It's like Force Majeure is cool because it's like deal. It's like a different kind of. It's like marriage story, scenes from a marriage, like kind of divorce type thing.
Hmm.
But like the way that the arguments come about is like really cool. It's like using nature to impact relationships, which
Hmm.
is really cool. But I would go Zone of Interest here personally.
Okay, yeah,
I
good.
think I think it has there's a shot in it that like blows my mind towards the end of that movie. Like the stairwell like is nuts. The sound design is nuts.
Oh,
Like
crazy.
Jonathan Glazer is like on another level with his sound design.
Yeah.
The whole concept of like marketing Nazis as like sympathetic family people is like really interesting to me.
Yeah,
Like it's
humanizing them
so cool.
definitely. It's a different take than kind of just making them like empty, hollow shells that like have, are not humans. I think it's actually it's more critical of them in that way. Like making them
Yes.
human makes it so much more sinister.
Well, the whole movie of the house, like you have the house is where most of the movie
Hmm.
takes place, but it's right next to a concentration camp,
Yeah,
and you just see the
Auschwitz.
smoke. Auschwitz. You see right next to like in the foreground of all this beautiful nature that they're living in. Like they're all pretty well off. Like
Yeah, the
their family
garden.
dynamics. The movie would be completely different if it was in a different setting. Like it seems like a family movie. It's pretty sweet. It's well directed. It's very simplistic in that way, like the directing. It's very beautiful to look at too. And then you have like in the background, you see the smoke leave the chimney. It's like a constant like background thing, which is so crazy. And the
Yeah,
ending
it's
is
horrible. Yeah.
nuts. I actually went into the theater. There was one other guy with me. It was like because it wasn't a big movie; it's a
Yeah, yeah.
foreign language film. And so there's one other guy with me, and halfway through the film, he gets up, he goes, he starts walking down the stairs, and he's just standing there for like 5 minutes. He's contemplating whether to leave or not, and then he just leaves.
Oh, wow.
He
Yeah,
probably found it really boring,
yeah, I
for
think
sure.
I
Like
I
it,
went with actually a group, which is weird. Like it's
yeah.
yeah, I went with my friends who I think I convinced. I was just like, oh, this movie looks really good. Like, let's go see it. Oops. Um, I think I forget. I mean, some of them were definitely like that was the most pointless, boring piece of shit movie I've ever seen. Like,
Yep.
um, and some of them, like I think like one of them liked it, but definitely I think it's a movie you have to see in theaters, especially because of, like the begin you start in darkness and then you end in darkness, and like when that like black is at the beginning is so long and you creep into it, it's
Ah,
bizarre. Like it really, you know, and that ending, it's a it's a
is it?
really
Isn't the
difficult.
ending? I might be thinking about this wrong. Isn't it like a peephole? Like that's the shot, like looking through a peephole, and then you're seeing someone walk down the stairwell, and you hear his footsteps. That shot was like
Yeah, there's that,
nuts.
and then it cuts to like modern day Auschwitz museum.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm
Yeah.
thinking like the shot that shot
Oh.
within the peephole
Oh.
with
Yeah.
like the blurry silhouette of someone walking
Yeah.
down
Yeah.
the.
Yeah.
It was like whoa, I was
Yeah.
like,
Yeah.
hold up a minute. That's what turned me over. I was like, this movie is another
I know.
level.
I
So
know.
okay,
Yeah.
we went Zone of Interest or Triangle of Sadness for sure. Triangle of Sadness is it won the Palme d'Or. I
Hmm.
mean, he's won. Ruben Ostlund's won the Palme d'Or twice, which is like he's definitely like a festival filmmaker for sure.
Yeah.
Like The Square, I watched The Square. He's a very political director too. Like all of his movies are very political. Um, okay, next round we got the 5 seed versus the 28 seed, which again doesn't matter. We got Minari with Steven Yeun, who's like top 5 actor for me. Like
Oh, really?
he's fun.
Cool.
Well, just not because like how good of an actor he is. It's just I love seeing him in a movie.
Yeah, you love
Like
him, but you hate
his,
Mickey 17.
I just I love it. Yeah, yeah. Well, I mean, yeah. Um, like I love Beef for that exact reason. Like I love Beef because Stephen Young, and I love Burning because Burning that's good
That's a
acting.
great
He
Steven
does it.
Yeun performance.
That's a great psychopath movie.
Yeah,
Like you
yeah.
would never expect a psychopath out of that movie. So we got Minari versus the Shrouds.
Oh
We got a
shit.
Cronenberg, and this is easy for me. This is
It's
the Shrouds all the way.
okay. Cool. Yeah,
Like
me too.
Minari's Minari's cool in its like simplicity. It's like uh I like how it's a immigrant story. I like the farming. It's a movie that's been impactful to me as like a as a director, as what I want to do for a film that I'm planning to write next. It's like a Japanese movie. I want to make a Japanese inspired movie in Oregon. I'm gonna film it like Japanese style in Oregon, and then I'm gonna do American filmmaking in Japan. So it's like it's a very influential movie to me. But I think The Shrouds is far and beyond amazing. I think it's my second favorite Cronenberg. Uh, Sound design, use of AI,
Yeah.
um, acting's really cool. It's
Crazy.
very
Diane Kruger.
it yeah the thrill of it is very minimal. Like it's marketed as a horror movie, which don't go into it thinking it's a horror
Yeah,
movie.
it's because it's Cronenberg,
Most
I think.
most of Cronenberg isn't really horror, except for The Fly, probably. Like The
The
Fly is
Brood.
straight up horror. Yeah, but like
But I mean, they're just
those
like
movies are
they're just
those are genre films. Like they're not scary. They're
right.
like
Yeah, I
The
mean,
Brood is like just genre.
it's still like
The
horror though. It's just like I don't know. It's just kind of. I mean, he's his own thing completely. Like it's a David Cronenberg.
I've always thought like a good horror movie is like a good thriller. Like thrillers get me
Sure.
like my
Yeah.
heart
Yeah.
racing more than because it's more the unknown that scares me
Right.
rather than like oh there's a jump scare or this is
Yeah.
a scary demon thing. Like so
Like Halloween or
I think
something. How that
yeah. So we're
operates.
going the Shrouds, right? We're going the
Yeah. Yeah.
Shrouds.
I mean, I think Minari's really good, and but uh, the Shrouds is like some of the like it's just one of the great films.
Dude, the AI character is really cool. Like
Yeah,
I
no,
love the
there's so
design
much
of her too.
technology. Like technology is like
Oh yeah,
a
the graveyard.
yeah, the great I mean
The
there's so
graveyard.
much. I mean we could talk about that movie for a long time.
I also like how Vincent Cassell is like this really rich, suave guy, and he has this really nice, fancy restaurant, and he has a graveyard in the background, and
Yeah.
how he gets into the shroud himself, you know, and scans his body. Like it's really cool. It's a
Yeah.
really cool
And
concept.
that's and you know definitely like he's a straight self insert for Cronenberg and he looks a lot like David Cronenberg in that movie, I think.
Okay, so the next one we'll go into is 2025's Bugonia, which we didn't get to talk about much on the last one, which is why I felt safe putting it in this list because we can discuss it a little further. And then 2024's Nosferatu, uh, Robert Eggers. We talked a little about Robert Eggers last time with our anticipated. How we're both not too high on Robert Eggers. We both prefer the silent film compared to the newer one, mostly because like what I feel why it's mostly is it tells the same story but in like double the length,
Yeah, and
which is like
worse and with like
yeah,
less
it's like
substance.
I agree. I mean, there's cool shadow shots that he has in there. Obviously, like, there's
Yeah,
cool shadows.
like that's it.
Like that's it. Like I like the curtain wind thing
Yeah.
going, and then I like the hand kind of like Faust
Yeah, of
kind of
course.
inspired.
Yeah.
Also the ending is really funny. Like I was laughing in the theater. No one else was laughing. Like with the whole Count Orlok like
All right.
having sex
Yeah.
scene was hilarious. The makeup's really good in there too for Bill.
I don't like it.
Yeah. You don't like it?
No,
I
I
think
really don't like it.
I kind of like it only for the fact like I can't tell there's Bill in there. Like I
That's
think it's
true.
like really that's like the major thing. It's like you
Yeah.
can't see Bill.
I just don't like the
But
idea
as
of like, oh, what would a real, vampire look like of that time, of the someone that lived in that
yeah,
time. It's like just
yeah, I
make
mean,
a
when you're
cool
comparing it
fucking
to the
vampire,
silent
bro.
film, when you're comparing it to
Yeah,
like the silent film, which is very
it
like
looks better.
cartoonish. Yeah, it's cartoonish, but it looks
Yeah,
better. I
it
agree.
totally.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I'll go. I have both these movies at a 3 star, but I'll go Bugonia.
Oh, interesting. I'm a
Uh,
lot higher on Begonia. I love Begonia. Really worked for me.
yeah, I think yeah, we've talked like I talked to you about Begonia being uh, what do you call it? Predictable, I guess, which is
Yeah. I didn't
one of
feel
my
that
least
way.
favorite movies.
I was
Yeah.
definitely
Oh,
like, oh wait, is she? Oh wait, isn't she? The whole time, which so it
yeah. Okay.
definitely like
Yeah.
it
So
worked in that way.
I knew it within the first conversation in the basement. I knew,
Hmm. Okay, that sucks.
which is weird. So that's just like a personal like viewing experience
Yeah,
thing, which is what's the difference, which is why film's cool
yeah, that's
and
just what it
important.
is, really.
Yep. Okay, we got the next round. We're on the other side of the bracket, which is Coda, the Oscar winner, Best Picture,
Best Picture
and
winner,
Best Picture winner Coda, and the deaf guy won
right?
Best Actor.
Troy Kotzer. Some,
Yeah, which
yeah,
is really cool.
yeah. No,
I like
he's
that.
definitely
Or
the best
which
part
is
of the
this? What
movie.
is it? It's this, not this. But yeah, like
Right.
really cool that a deaf guy wins, and he did pretty good in that movie for sure. Um, reason I that movie actually surprised me a whole lot. Um, I think it's very simple. It's like has that Manchester by the Sea vibe kind of thing. The acting's really good. There's a scene towards the end. I think everyone knows the scene where I started weeping, crying. I was crying like a bitch in that movie, just like when everything goes silent while she's performing. I was like,
Mm.
oh my god, everything's coming together. It's also a really funny movie. Like the parents are really funny. Like they're unserious. Like they're so like I always go back to like the doctor scene where they're talking about like how he has like he's joking that he has AIDS or something, and it was like hilarious. Um, I think it's a really good movie. F1 is I have both these movies at a 3.5. F1's more of a theater experience, so I'm going Coda here because
Okay.
it's more emotionally attachable, and F1's just more of like a blockbuster theater film, whereas Coda, I can sit back and I can just relax and enjoy the ride and cry a little bit with the significant other, or my mom in this case, is what I watched it with.
I watched with my
Um,
mom too.
so yeah, I think Coda's a really good family movie. I don't know if I like it winning Best Picture, but I mean, I don't hate it. It was a weird year, right? It was COVID,
Right. That's
so
the
it was a
COVID year.
weird year. Which I
Um.
mean, I'd rather have another round win Best
Yeah.
Picture, obviously, but
Yeah. I don't like Coda. um.
no,
Yeah. I don't know. I think. Yeah. I don't know. I thought it was kind of like corny and like I didn't. I don't
I like
know.
that though. It's like that guilty pleasure corniness is so cool and cute to me. It's like a cute
Yeah. I
movie.
just didn't get the pleasure.
Okay, you didn't cry either. It didn't get you
No.
emotional.
I don't
Oh
think
damn.
so.
I
Yeah.
think funny enough, I think I cried twice to that movie, and actually, I think I cried for the whole last 30 minutes. So
Oh.
I think it's like an average movie, but I think like the way it impacted me of like putting you in the mind of a deaf person, which is I actually almost put Sound of Metal in here,
Right. I think that was
which
nominated at the
which
same. Like those were
yeah,
both Best
which
Picture.
is funny. Yeah,
Yeah.
I like Sound of Metal, um, but funny enough, I always go by the I don't go by release date in like theaters as most people do. I go by just whatever the thing on Letterbox says. So if, like it says
I do too.
2020, but it was a 2021 release, right?
Hmm.
So Sound of Metal on Letterbox has 2019, so that's the only reason I
Uh.
didn't put it in here rather than
Yeah.
Coda.
I
So
do that
that's
too. It's just cause
technically
like
not it.
I like OCD thing where like it has to be like
The
has to
list,
say it.
my list has to
Yeah.
all say
Yeah.
2020, so
Which is
that's
kind of
like my thing.
stupid because it doesn't like
I
really
yeah,
equate, but it's
but
just
also it's like if it's debuting in 2019, like is it not a 2019 movie? That's just like why are we going
technically
off a
they were
theatrical
going off of like
release? You know
wide
what I mean?
release, yeah, instead of like
Yeah.
yeah, but I don't know.
So yeah, I'm going Coda. You're choosing F1. How
Yeah.
strong are you feeling about F1 though?
Um not super. I like F1. You know, the racing
Yeah.
stuff is fun, and that's more than I have to say for Coda. So that's
Yeah. Well, you know, what's really funny is I actually saw I always see like these Instagram lists thing and F1 best movie of 2025
oh
and like
really?
one of these
Yeah,
like
people
it
love
beat
it. I went
I
with
know.
like a big group, and they were like they like loved it. Like it was one of my favorite movies. You know, obviously I don't watch that much movies, but like that's interesting. You know, it's haven't
Yeah.
it kind of worked on like the Top Gun Maverick, follow up of it all.
Yeah. Okay. Are you fine if I put Coda?
Yeah, I'm fine with it.
Okay. We'll put Coda. It's not too big because I think the next
Yeah,
list will
I don't
probably
think
beat it
it'll
next
last
round.
long.
It won't last long. Killers of the Flower Moon versus Hitman. Killers of the Flower Moon for me.
Yeah,
Uh,
agreed. I really like
Hitman's fun
Hitman
though.
though.
I
Yeah,
like
I
Hitman.
like it.
Hitman's cool.
There's
I
like
like Hitman a lot.
yeah, it cuts back to him like as a teacher talking about philosophy, and I'm like, wait, this movie's kind of like great.
Yeah.
Like
It's
there's
so
good
campy
stuff.
to me too. It has like
Yeah,
this cool vibe. Glenn Powell's doing a lot. Like I like all those like little interesting
hmm
characters that you see for like 20 seconds.
yeah,
It's like really fun. Uh the romance is cool. I like the whole like wire thing at the end.
hmm
And she's hot as hell.
yeah, yeah. Of course,
She's a very
she's
attractive
beautiful.
woman. Jason Momoa is a very lucky guy for sure.
Yeah,
Um so we'll do Killers of the Flower Moon. Actually watched this with a buddy of mine back in Oregon, and like my friends aren't big into film, and I somehow convinced him, even though he knew the runtime, right? I somehow
yeah.
convinced him,
Okay.
and he liked it. Like it never gets
Oh,
boring.
cool.
Like that movie never gets boring. The ending is really cool. I love the
Oh,
style of the
yeah,
ending. Like Martin Scorsese on the mic, like
yeah,
let him
yeah.
speak, bro.
It's
Let
it's
this guy
like
drop the mic.
it's so good that whole
It's
part.
so unconventional too. Like you
Yeah,
would
yeah.
never expect that. It's so unconventional, which is like
I love the late
Scorsese's
Scorsese
always
era.
trying to do something different.
I know
Scorsese's doing a
he's
lot of cool stuff.
he's the
I'm
goat.
excited for his next movie with
I'm so excited.
Jennifer Lawrence and Leo
Leo,
is going
yeah,
to be a really cool movie. And yeah, he's good. Like Silence is good. Like he's in a really cool era in his career where like it doesn't seem like he's letting up. Like this dude has like you go on his
oh my
letterbox
god,
and
yeah.
you go
He's
on his
not making
letterbox
all
and
those movies.
no, there's no way. But like he has the Life of Jesus movie that he
Yeah,
wants to make with Leo, which I kind of want to see. Like that sounds pretty
of
cool. I mean,
course. The
he's made Temptation of Christ, which I actually had to convince my dad was a good Christian movie because like famously
yeah,
Christians hated
yeah,
that
they
movie
don't
when it
like
came
it.
out.
Yeah,
And like me and my entire family were big Christians, and to me, I thought it was a great Christian movie because how I perceive Temptation of Christ is what they don't like is Jesus getting off the cross and then getting married and having kids. It's like the major thing that they hate about it. It's like, oh, this is disrespectful. But then it goes back to him on the cross, right? It would have been bad if he if that was the end of the movie, right? But the fact that he gets back on the cross was very emotional for me because it was like as a Christian, I was like, this is what Jesus could have done, right? He could have like because he knew what was going to happen to him, right? He knew he was going to get crucified, right? In the Bible. He could have just like ran away and just not died for our sins or whatever, right? The fact that he chose to do that where he could have like led a normal human life was like very visceral to me. I was like, "Whoa." Like Jesus decided to do this, which is like really cool. So it's like I was like, Dad, this is what Jesus could have done, but he decided to die. You know what I mean?
hmm
So it's like very cool to me. So that movie is very interesting. Now here's where I'm gonna override you on this next one. Secret Agent versus Barbie. I'm going to override Barbie.
Oh wow,
I think
that's
Barbie
crazy.
should win. I think Barbie should win. I'm gonna override you. I'm not gonna let you say anything different. I'll let you say your piece, but like I think
Hey,
they're
what happened to
both great movies.
democracy?
Yeah, I know. This is a communist structure on this round here
Yeah,
because Barbie is really good and people are hating on it and they're like, "Oh, you're not a real cinephile if you like Barbie." I think Barbie is very smart. I think it's very fun. I have joy watching it. It's very rewatchable. I cried watching it in the theater. I was on a first date actually in San Diego,
Oh,
and I watched it with this first date in San Diego, and I was like crying, and she like grabbed my hand, and I was like really embarrassed. I was like, why am I crying to the Barbie movie? Like, what the fuck happened to
you're
me?
so performative, bro. You're so
Dude,
performative.
I was like, dead ass. Like the Billie Eilish song, like those scenes always somehow get me. Like this is why Worst Person in the World is like my favorite movie. This is why I like Cha Cha Real Smooth, like comparative to like you, like why you wouldn't like these. Is like I like the montages of life, like when she's crying and that old woman is telling her what life is, and then you see like a kid playing in the park and you see trees swaying. It's like to me immediately like evokes so much emotion of like like this is what it's like to be human. Like it makes me feel human of like all these small miniature details of life of like kids playing in the park, like having kids, and like the simpleness of like the bark cutting a kid's like hand, or like the tree swaying. Like I love tree shots. Like how you love cloud shots, I love anything with
I love tree
trees. Like
shots too.
tree shots are
Yeah, I
amazing.
love tree shots.
Like tree swaying, like the beach going up, like
Yeah.
that scene just like blew me out of the water. It's also just a really funny movie, and the only thing I don't like about it is like uh the American Ferrera speech thing. I
Yeah, the
don't like at all.
monologue.
That whole monologue is like, bro, what are we doing?
Yeah. That's kind of how I
So
felt throughout most of the movie, pretty
yeah, but
much.
I
Some
mean,
of it
like
works, but
Ryan Gosling's just really funny in it. Like the Dojo Casa House, like his whole performance thing is like really cool to me.
I
Like I
don't
really
like
like
it.
it. I like dig his like semi-gayness like thing about it. Like it's really cool of like
I think
seeing the different
with
like
Ryan
it's like
Gosling in that, I'm just like I feel like he thinks he's being funny. Like I think he thinks he's funny, and it really like that just like makes it not funny to me because I think he thinks he's being so silly and funny, and it just like
yeah,
pisses me off.
yeah.
But I
Well,
mean,
Secret Agents is good, but I'm putting Barbie.
yeah,
I'm
I
putting
don't really have a
Barbie in.
say. You know what? Yeah, I think the people will like
You
that too.
you
So,
you got these over here,
yeah,
bro.
no,
I'll
I'm.
take
It's fine. It's fine.
I'll take the Barbie. I
Yeah,
mean, it's not gonna really win next round, obviously,
sure. Yeah.
because we have two amazing movies here. Like these movies are maybe like this is my favorite matchup. This is like the hardest matchup for me is Napoleon versus Memoir of a Snail. Uh,
Yeah, it's an
I
interesting
prefer
one.
I prefer Memoir of a Snail over Mary and Max. I'm not a big Mary and Max guy. I don't know why. Like that movie like grosses me out in a weird way. Where like it's sweet, but it's like gross. Where Memoir of a Snail is like really funny and cute, despite it being gross. Like
Yeah, I
it's
was gonna
like
say it's kind of gross too.
yeah, no, it is gross, but it's like it's taking that in, but like also spewing out like a lot of cool little moments in it. And Napoleon is my favorite Ridley Scott. Um,
Wow,
yeah,
that's crazy.
Napoleon is so good. I think this is the most underrated movie of this decade. Like
Yeah,
that
it might
movie.
be.
Actually,
Well, there's a
I'm
lot.
gonna
Actually,
track that. I'm gonna Joker Folia Do is my most
oh,
underrated.
interesting.
I love
Okay.
I love Joker Folia Do. Like I don't know
Uh,
why people don't like that movie.
yeah, I don't
Joker
like it.
Folia Do is amazing, in my opinion. But Napoleon, uh, yeah, I like Napoleon more than Memoir of a Snail. I
Do you like
think
Joker one?
no,
Okay, interesting.
I don't like Joker one, but I love Folia Do. I don't know why.
Interesting.
The
I
musical shit of it, like low-key worked for me. I think it
Yeah,
like had this cool connotation of mental health. Like it was weird. Like I don't
that's
know.
cool.
Like a musical in an insane asylum is like pretty cool, and I like the dynamic of Harley Quinn in it too. Like it was cool to me. Actually, that was a funny movie experience because I was in the theater with one other person, and he freaked the shit out of me. He was sitting like 4 rows in front of me, and he was like tweaking. He was like tweaking, and he was like mumbling to himself. And I'm like, oh my god, I'm gonna die. Like I literally thought like I was gonna get murdered in a movie theater watching Joker Folia do. I was like, this
Oh
is
my
actually
God.
scary, and it got even scarier because I was like, this all during the trailer stuff. And then he turns around, he like whips his head around and looks right at me, and he goes, you. I go, yeah, what? And he climbs over the stairs, and he sits right next to me.
What the hell?
Yes, dude. And he's like looking right at me. He goes, "Aren't you excited for this movie?" And I'm like, "Yeah, I'm pretty excited." And he goes, "No one seems to be liking it, but I know I'm gonna love this movie." And I'm like, before before seen it, like I came into it thinking it was gonna be ass,
Hmm.
right? And also like I already knew like what Joker 1 was about, and like this guy seems really passionate. Like this guy has Joker at a 5 star, which already is scary. Like anyone who has Joker at a 5 star is horrifying.
Yeah.
And it's like this guy literally is Joker. Like this guy's like, "Oh,
Yeah.
I'm gonna love this movie," and I'm like, "Okay, I'm glad for you, dude." Like before the movie even started, I was like, I might just leave." So the whole movie, I'm like freaked out, and then the movie like blew me away.
That's funny.
Anyways, that's a cool little side tangent of Joker for Leodoo, but Napoleon beats of a Snail for me. I think Napoleon was originally a 4.5 when I saw it in theaters because I saw it right after the silent film, which I famously put you on. Like I told you to watch that, and you watched it. You watched it on the plane ride to Japan, no?
Yeah, that's right. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. So I told you, I like was like, dude, you gotta watch Napoleon. First Napoleon the original is amazing. That movie is so good. And
Yeah.
so I watched it right after, and I was like, this is just as good in my opinion. I was like, this movie is amazing. Like I don't know what hit me about that movie. So yeah, I love Napoleon for sure.
I like Memoir of a Snail probably better. Um, but I'm fine with I'm cool with Napoleon. I would go. I think we should put Napoleon up.
Okay.
It's been brought down so much. It's
Yeah,
we
we
gotta
gotta
help it
give it a
out.
little.
Yeah.
Yeah. Memorize Snail is like highly rated as fuck. This is a very interesting one as well. The Brutalist vs. Power of the Dog. Both really good movies. Jane Campion
Mm-hmm.
is really good. I love the little westernish type of feel it has to it.
Yeah.
Has this like little psychological, almost like erotic kind of undertone to it as well,
Definitely.
which I digged. And I mean, you're watching two people that are literally married in real life who have kids together fall in love on screen, which is really cool. Jesse Plemons and why am I forgetting her name? I always forget her name.
Um.
Jesse Plemons' wife. What the fuck?
Kirsten Dunst.
Kirsten Dunst. Yes. Um. So yeah. But The Brutalist is like a modern masterpiece of low budget filmmaking. Like that movie is so impressive. What they were able to
Definitely.
do with $10 million.
Yeah.
Like
Such a low
what the
budget.
fuck? What the fuck are you doing?
Yeah. Oh,
It's
man,
so
I don't
insane.
know. This one's actually probably the toughest one for me.
This is pretty hard.
What are you doing?
I'm giving it to The Brutalist mostly because of the intermission. Fuck yeah.
I'm giving it to Power of the Dog actually because
Okay.
there's I just have there's like a I think there's a big flaw in the Brutalist for me, um, which is like the major scene that happens in the second half.
Yeah.
I don't
I know
think
you're
that
talking.
works.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't need to explain it.
Kind of
But
kind of comes out of nowhere.
yeah, um, I mean,
Weird
I
dynamic
just
there
don't
too.
think. I think it was working. Like that whole thing was like received, and didn't need to go there. But so for that, and I love Power of the Dog, and that movie had like a big impact on me. Like, cause I remember watching it when it came out, and then didn't like it. I thought it was boring, and then rewatched it. I think closer to the Oscars or something, because it was a big Oscar movie. And then I like, whoa, I didn't understand this the first time,
Yeah,
and
like what did I miss? Yeah.
exactly, yeah. So that,
Has like a cool camp vibe too. It's like kind of in like this very limited area that
yeah,
you're kind
yeah.
of working with. And the house is cool. Like the house
Mm-hmm.
design is really cool. I like the costumes. And that one kid, forget his
Yeah,
name, like Fearson or something. Like
yeah. Cody,
McPherson, I think is his name. Cody McPherson or something like
Cody,
that.
something. Yeah, yeah.
He's pretty cool.
But I'm cool with the Brutalist. I'm fine with.
I put Power of the Dog.
Oh,
I'm fine with Power of
oh,
the Dog.
okay.
Yeah, yeah. Yeah, I'm fine with that.
All
Yeah.
right.
Next round is the Batman versus 28 Years Later. Um,
Oh, I think we're gonna be
I'm
split
going
on this.
Batman.
Yeah, I thought you
Yeah.
would.
Yeah, I'm going the Batman. I'm not high on the Batman as most people are. Um, I just love the noir feel to it. I think it's a cool um, outreach to like regular superhero movies. It has like the kind of same tone to me as like Seven. Um, I love the rain. I love the Gotham rain, aka New York rain, basically.
Yeah, New York,
At the same
Chicago rain.
time, the thing that really I hate about the Batman is Batman himself,
Oh, why?
which is I think because okay, no, I like the Batman. I don't like um Bruce Wayne.
Oh, okay.
Br- Bruce Wayne is like
Emo.
it's so obvious to me that he's Batman to where it like doesn't work for me.
Oh, that's funny.
You know, like it's like he's literally the Batman 24/7, like his emo persona of Bruce Wayne,
He
like
doesn't
his
change.
build, yeah, his build, he looks like I don't know, like the he has to be wearing eyeliner. Like this dude, he looks like he's wearing eyeliner the whole movie. He just looks very sweaty all the time. He has like ruffled hair and
Yeah.
is like trying so hard to be like aura farming. Like they tried to aura farm Bruce Wayne, where like that should be almost like sure it's cool to have him aura, kind of like the Dark Knight trilogy, but like you still can't tell, you know, like it's like he's a whole different character in those movies. Whereas in this one, it's like I don't know, it just didn't work for me that whole dynamic of Bruce Wayne versus Batman, and it's also really long to me. It's like a little too long. But again, I like the filmmaking of it. I think Matt Reeves is the guy for the job, I guess. But we'll see.
Yeah, I feel pretty strongly about 28 Years Later, putting 28
Fine.
Years Later above the Batman because, I mean, I think Danny Boyle fucking kills it. Like, he makes the best version of that movie possible, and I actually think I have it at 3.5 right now. I think I might bump it up or rewatch it, and I think it's a 4. Like for me, I kind of
Have you seen Bone Temple yet?
no, but I'm a fake fan, but I'm gonna watch it soon.
I heard people like aren't liking that one as
People
much.
are loving it and then saying like it's mid. I'm seeing both, so I don't know. I mean, it's Nia DaCosta. They're switching it up from Danny Boyle, which is definitely less exciting. But I mean, I'm still open. Like it seems cool. Like I the world it sets up in the first one. I'm so into it, and
Yeah.
like I
Yeah.
love Aaron Taylor Johnson and the kid. That dynamic it is like incredible, and then the video game like feeling with the bridge and the skies and like the galaxies and the iPhone zombie stuff. And I know
Yeah.
you don't like zombie movies, so you probably you have that, but I think this is a great zombie movie.
Yeah. Well, we'll give it. It's kind of annoying that 28 years later is the 26 seed and not the 28. That's kind of a shame.
Yeah, too bad.
It was so close though. After Yang versus Pig.
Huh.
Pig is very interesting to me because I'm from Portland. So to me, it feels like the most Portland movie ever made. Like it's literally like you start in the forest of nearby Portland, which Portland has the biggest natural conserved forest in a city ever. Like it's huge. Like you can literally be hiking and see the city. You can't do that in any other city. Total Portlander here. I love Pig. It's also cool because it why it's even more Portland is it deals with the restaurants in Portland, which Portland is ranked number one in the country for food, which is really cool. Um, so it's like dealing with the nature of it and then also the restaurateur business of it while also being like a John Wick feel because like his pig dies,
No,
so
yeah, it
then he goes
is.
on a
It's
tangent. So it's
100%.
kind of like
Yeah, it's doing the
it's
John Wick
John
thing.
Wick. Yeah. But I mean, I'm way over like After Yang is better for me for sure
Okay, I thought you
because
were gonna go
After Yang
Pig.
is
um
no. I think After Yang is again another great use of AI. actually might be my favorite AI like idea of it. Like it's so cool and so human. And again, it deals with the memory thing again, which always strikes a chord in me. Colin Farrell is like one of my favorite actors working. Um, I like the dynamics. I like the filmmaking. I don't know if I have this over Columbus or not, but they're pretty damn close for sure. So I'm going after Ying for sure.
Yeah, I don't know. I've been after watching Kogonada's new movie and how much I really didn't like that. Like I like hated that movie.
Yeah,
Um, and then it kind of makes me. I'm like, I don't know how I'd feel about these ones if I rewatched them, but I did like them. And Pig, I kind of feel the same way. Where it's like, yeah, I remember liking it, 5 years ago, but I don't know. I don't know if it would hold up the same. But I would. I mean, I think I think I would lean towards After Yang too. So I'm cool
cool.
with that.
Um, this is probably my favorite matchup. The last one we got going on, the two
Oh,
versus
really?
31
Okay.
seed.
I don't know how you feel about RRR. I'm
I
curious.
love RR.
Okay. Yeah.
I love it. I love it. It's great. So I have RR over Thanksgiving.
Mm-hmm.
Um, but again, I love Thanksgiving. It's like a modern thrasher done right. I think
Yeah.
it's super cool. I like the high school feel of it too, and the little town. It's really cool, and it's like the villain is like actually scary and
Yeah. It's cool. John
actually can
Carver.
do. Yeah, she can like the he can actually do stuff. Like he's not like just chasing kids the whole time. You know, like he's actually
Oh yeah.
he's actually efficient.
That's true.
Uh,
Yeah.
but RRR is like really fun. Like that movie's so like the filmmaking is so bizarre. And I mean that's Indian filmmaking for you. It's like
Yeah.
way over the top towards unrealistic. Like punching a tiger midair is like so cool.
Yeah. Yeah.
But that's just like the fun of it, and I also like the scale of it. I also like the language thing that's going on, like the French colony thing going on, where he's
Yeah.
falling in love with a
Definitely.
white woman, is really cool. Um, I mean, it's 3 hours of just having a blast. Like that movie is just so fun, and it's very accessible to like American people. I feel like it was a huge movie. Like
Definitely. That was like the
Ramen
biggest.
Julie. It put
Yeah.
Ramen Julie on like the worldwide map for sure.
Yeah. It was
Um,
huge. Like
it
it.
was a huge movie.
I mean, like my mom loved it, and like I know a lot of people who just watched it, which is so bizarre for like Indian cinema. That doesn't really like happen
Yeah.
a lot of times because of how different the style is.
And the music too is super cool. It's so fun. Like the musical numbers are really fun, and it deals with like a lot of low key political stuff too. With like
Yeah,
again
yeah.
with the French colony stuff.
That stuff's
So
good.
I'm going RRR here for sure.
I'm going Thanksgiving for sure. We're like split on every
Okay,
single one. I mean,
this we're doing a coin flip on this one actually.
okay. I mean, I'm fine. I could go
Because
RRR, but
we're flipping.
okay,
Okay, ready?
sure.
Call heads or tails.
All right,
You're gonna have to
tails.
trust me.
I'm going tails.
Okay. Okay. You're gonna have to trust me.
Yeah, yeah. Heads. Oh,
It's
okay.
heads.
Yeah,
It's heads.
sure, sure. No, I'm
I
just kidding.
swear to God, it's heads.
All right, no, that's fine. I'm fine with
Okay.
it, but I just like Thanksgiving better.
Alright.
I like slasher, whatever.
I need to get into more Indian cinema. Like I watched Gangs of Wasseypur. Holy
Right.
cow. Gangs of Wasseypur is so fucking fire for sure. Okay, we'll kind of speed run these next rounds though, because we've already talked about
Yeah,
the
yeah.
movies a good bit. We don't have to like keep
No,
going.
yeah.
Okay, old versus Furiosa. Um,
Oh shit. Yeah.
Furiosa.
Old. I think old's a masterpiece. So
Okay, I'll give it to old. I'll give it to old. I'm not too crazy about it. Okay, I'll let you pick this one because I have these both out of three. Mickey 17 and Boy and the Heron.
okay. I'm Boy and the Heron.
What are you feeling for these? Okay, good. I think I prefer it as well. Another round and zone of interest. Another round for me.
It would be zone of interest for me. I'm
Okay.
cool with another round though.
Okay. Another round's going to another round. And Shrouds versus Begonia. I think
Shrouds.
Shrouds.
Yeah.
Yeah. The Shrouds clears.
Not even really. I mean, I love both, but
Coda versus Killers, we've already decided. This is easy.
oh yeah, that's
That's pretty easy.
we don't even have to talk about
Barbie Napoleon. I think you'll agree with me with
it. Yeah.
Napoleon on this one as well. For sure. Power of the Dog 28 years later. Power of the Dog.
Yeah. Yeah, I'll do yeah, because yeah, that's fine. Has to be. I think that's what we
Power
would
of the
agree on.
Dog.
Yeah, Power of the
Okay.
Dog.
After Yang and RRR, I'll go RRR on this one.
I'm fine with that. I
Okay.
mean, yeah, sure.
Oh, sure. 4 R's. Okay, we got Old versus Boy and the Heron. I think we'll agree with Old on this one, no?
Yes.
Yes. It's so funny that a 32 seeds in the final. It doesn't matter, but like the
Yeah.
lowest rated of the bunch is making it far.
Oh yeah.
Another round in the Shrouds.
I'm going the Shrouds, like for sure.
I'm actually fine. I'm fine going with the Shrouds. I have another round higher, but like the Shrouds
Yeah.
is just like lingered forever,
Yeah.
and Shrouds is just fun. Like that's just like, man, that soundtrack, dude.
It's such a
Soundtrack. I
incredible
listen to that
movie.
soundtrack every day. That soundtrack is
Oh
so
yeah,
good.
cool.
I love synth soundtracks.
Mhm.
Like this is why I love Mandy. Like Mandy's gonna be a 5 star on rewatch. Like Mandy's soundtrack is so nuts. Starting with
Yeah, it's wild.
like starting with that song, hovering over the forest is like nuts. Oh man. Killers of the Flower Moon, Napoleon. This is like a great matchup. I think they're pretty.
It's pretty easy for me.
You're going Killers. I'm
Yeah.
going Napoleon.
I'm going Killers.
I'm going Napoleon. So we're gonna do a coin flip
All
again. I think. What are you calling?
There, that's kind of crazy. I'll go Tails again. Tails never fails.
It's heads.
All right, come on.
I swear to God.
I gotta flip this
I swear to
coin,
God.
man.
What's
No.
going on?
Yeah, all right.
Okay, you got Old. I got Napoleon.
Bro, people are gonna hate
be
this fucking bracket. It's Old, the
Hey.
Shrouds, and Napoleon. Like,
and hopefully RR on this next round.
nope.
Versus Power of the Dog.
Power of the Dog, for sure.
Really?
So much
Really?
better. Yeah, so much better.
Oh man, I think RR is so much better.
All right,
Okay, do you want to flip this time?
No, you flip.
You
You flip, but you
Okay.
call it. You call it.
Okay, I'm calling heads. I'm calling heads.
Yeah.
It's been heads twice in a row. Maybe Google likes heads. Oh, it's tails.
Okay.
Okay, so Power of the Dog in the final four.
All
We'll
right.
discuss the finale in depth more because that's a big decision. Old versus the Shrouds. This is a great matchup.
Yeah.
This is a great matchup.
Yeah, I like this.
Like,
I like that they made it this far.
I think they're like, to me they're very similar in like the way I remember them. If that makes sense.
Sure.
Like the feeling that they get when I like remember them, and they're both for very different reasons. Like the Shrouds is like the tone of the movie and the soundtrack again, and then like Old, I think about like the actual just like cool plot, that the acting and the beach in itself is like gorgeous, and I like the resort too. Like the whole vibe of a resort is really cool. So the very different vibes I get from like one feels very summer and one feels very like fall wintry. So they're definitely like different in that way. I don't know. I would go the Shrouds. I have Shrouds rated higher, but I love Old, you know.
Yeah. Okay. Old, I think, is like a masterpiece. I think, like, formally, like, it's some of like the greatest filmmaking I think ever done. Like kind of, I think, flawless in design. Like there's such incredible blocking, and like the use of like M. Night like really goes in his bag for this one, and like there's just this like thing of, you know, the suddenness and the anxiety that aging brings, and like all of this, you know, it's really emotional, I think. and,
Yeah.
and it's
Bro, the way you talk about this movie, bro, you got to give this shit a 5 star, bro. Like this
I
has to
probably
be a
will.
five.
I probably will.
Like the way you talk about Old makes me super excited, like to rewatch it. Like I just want to rewatch the shit out of this movie.
Yeah, every time I watch it,
Old,
it's like, holy fuck, this might be the
Old's the type
greatest
of movie.
movie.
Old's the type of movie I could probably watch twice in a row. Like I can just like,
One, yeah, for sure. Yeah.
oh
So
man,
I would give it to
I'm
Old,
fine.
but I fucking love the Shroud.
I'm
Like the Shrouds is so goddamn good. This is yeah,
okay. I think that the consensus of everyone listening is like you should watch these movies.
yeah,
The major thing too, though, is like a lot of people are so the they look at the rating of the movie and they just like go in with the conception that's going to be bad, and then they just kind of rate it bad. Like Old is really low rated. Like I think it has like a 2.7 or something. And Shrouds is like a 3.0. You know, like they're not very well
yeah.
received movies for a reason I can't
Well, I think a
comprehend.
lot of times, like if a movie is, you know, if a piece of art pleases everyone, it's kind of it's kind of probably leaning more into like this commercialness of it that is kind of bland. And a lot of times, like the Shrouds takes huge risks. Like there are huge risks taken in that movie, and it's so bizarre. And so that's going to divide a lot of people, right? And so it has that 3.0 rating. But when you go into it, try to like really engage with it on your own level. And it's okay if that stuff doesn't work because, it can be jarring, of course. I would say Old is a little different because it's M. Night and just people kind of will be like, oh, a new M. Night movie, and then just give it a half star. They won't even think about it. They won't even think twice. Like, he's just like, people just fucking hate him.
Old, I don't know. Old to me is like it's stranger to me than the Shrouds being lower rated. Because to me, like
Yeah,
Old is
sure.
so accessible
Yeah,
and
it
like
should be in like this
it's
B movie
so
way where
blockbuster coded.
it's like a
It
fun
feels like a
concept.
blockbuster. Like to me, it just feels like a blockbuster to
Right.
me.
Yeah.
I don't know. Like Shrouds is a lot more dim, whereas Old is like if you like Knives Out, like why, like what makes a Knives Out better than Old? You know what I mean? Like
Yeah, it's a
Old's
weird.
just
I
like
really think
Old
it's
is like
like
Glass Onion. Why do you like Glass Onion more than Old? You know what I mean? Like
yeah, yeah.
the, I mean they're not similar in many ways, but like
Sure,
Glass
but
Onion is like a vacation movie on a remote island and it's like a mystery, whereas Old has like, man, Old is good. I'm fine going Old, honestly. Like I don't care.
all
Like
right. Yeah, I
Old's
could
one of those
really I
movies
would be
that
fine either way. Um too.
I think we anyone just watch these movies. Like these are good.
Yeah.
Like these are phenomenal movies that are underprivileged. Like M Night in general is just underprivileged. Like
Of course.
no
Please
one.
go into him and really try to engage with him in your own way. Don't listen to like what other people say about, because people have like the worst criticisms with M. Night and really are not like engaging with it how art should be engaged with. So like really try to look at it in a way that like maybe is, it's okay for things not to be like super naturalistic and completely grounded all the time, and for things to like take
Yeah.
risk and do different things like that should be looked at, you know critically, but like, give it a fair chance, I guess.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, take it from me. I was a M Night hater when I met Luke, and now like I'll defend him.
Now it's in the semifinals.
Like After Earth, bro. Like that shit surprised me not being that bad.
It's
I was like,
great.
what the fuck is After
All right,
Earth
now
doing?
people aren't going
The
to
one
listen to
thing
us if we say we like After
I know
Earth.
they unsubscribe or whatever.
Yeah.
Okay, next semifinals Napoleon versus Power of the Dog. Napoleon, easy. Napoleon, easy.
I would go Power of the Dog, but I'm fine with
Dude,
Napoleon.
here's here. Let me explain why Napoleon is so good. Is because there's like this weird. First of all, the color grading immediately. I love the color grading of Napoleon. Like it's fucking really dim and dark. Like it just feels like that. And then it just feels like you get the most out of you get the bang for your buck with Napoleon. Like I still haven't seen the director's cut. The director's cut might get a fucking 5 star from me. Like shit, dude. Napoleon is like the way it ends is really cool. The relationship with Josephine is really cool. Like she's so sexy and Joaquin Phoenix is really good. The battle scenes are amazing. Like the tactics are really cool. It feels like you're in that time. It's just like Ridley Scott like did everything in his power to make this movie as good as he can, and it succeeded at every level for me. Like Napoleon is like I feel like I lived in the world for what is it like 2.5 hours. I was like, this movie is nuts. Like the acting is great, the directing is great, the action sequences are great. When it gets more low key, I'm like, wow, like this is it can get really human about Napoleon's also like the whole the trading system with like how people are trading like being like betraying Napoleon, but then they'll also like go back to him at his last call. Like if he calls on them, like they'll run to him after betraying him. You know, like he has that power and aura to do it. And Napoleon's like a huge figure in history. Like this guy was insane. And like you can see it all on screen in Ridley Scott's Napoleon. Um, and I think that's where I differ from like the silent film, where it is like 5 hours long. It's more of an epic, and it's better made for sure. Like especially with the the triple, like those
Triptych.
it was the triptychs are insane at the end, and like the filters that Abel Gance uses are is insane. But what it doesn't have is the epic scale of the actual battles of Napoleon, whereas like the silent film kind of focuses more on Napoleon as a person in his personal life, I feel like, where it does get to those battle sequences, but in a more modern sense, what Ridley Scott is able to do is like actually scale it to like the horrifying things that he was able to do to these colonies and these territories. Like the ice sequence is fucking nuts. Like you get to like actually very rarely in war films. I don't like war films. Like very rarely in war films you get to understand a concept of a battle structure. It's like an art. I always wondered. I'm like these guys that are like leading the war. They're like free from. They don't. They're not in battle, right? They're telling these soldiers where to go, and they're free. But Napoleon is like directing everyone, and then he's going into battle with them, right? He's like the visceral feel of the crowd following him. It's like he's a warrior, and it's like nuts. So Napoleon easy for me over Power of Dog.
All right. Yeah. I also think Napoleon, we could say a similar thing where people didn't like that movie because it has this like weird vibe, and it's very kind of like, the performances are strange and not, like it has this like weird tone that is very off-putting to a lot of people who are expecting, something maybe more like Hollywood conventional. It kind of goes against that in a way that people kind of, it's not super like Napoleon's really awkward. Like there's like really awkward scenes where he's just like a wimp. Like they kind of treats him like a loser in a
Yeah,
lot of ways, which that stuff is so brilliant. But to people who kind of aren't thinking about it in that way, take that as like, oh, this feels off, and so it's bad. It's
yeah,
done bad because something feels strange about it, and like, you know, uh, I recommend looking go watch that movie because that stuff is intentional and it is like really good and
yeah.
really funny movie too, and it's a good time.
It's like it's the contrast of like him being a big warrior on the battlefield, but then when he comes home to his wife, like he's like a fucking like you said, he's a
Yeah,
wimp.
yeah,
Like he's not a warrior at home. Like he's dealing with another battle with women,
yeah, yeah,
right? Which is really cool contrast. So
yeah. All right, you sold me. we're
I'm going.
we're going
Okay,
Napoleon.
we're going to plan.
So
This is a
final
really
round.
funny.
Yeah,
This is a
crazy.
really funny. We got really like low rated
Yeah. People are not gonna
blockbuster
fuck with this.
blockbuster. They're like, why didn't F1 win?
Yeah, right.
Here for you guys, F1 wins. F1 wins the bracket. The watch this
Shout
bracket. Let's
out
thumbnail
F1.
this. So it's thumbnail F1 winning.
Yeah,
We'll put F1 poster on the thumbnail.
yeah.
We'll clickbait the fuck out of you guys.
Uh-huh.
That F1 won the battle. But I mean, we're both really passionate about these movies in different in in very funny ways.
Yeah,
Like
I know.
um but like I love old and I love Napoleon. It's just like very different. Like they're very different movies for sure. I don't know
Yeah.
what to do here.
I
Can we
mean
have them both win? Fuck. Okay, this is Eli's win. This is Eli wins this, and then Luke wins this, and then we're gonna come to a consensus
it
here
kind of
that
is
will
both of
piss one
us.
of us off. Um, and I honestly think throughout this bracket, since you were going power of the dog, like I think old should win.
I also
Like
have old considerably higher than Napoleon
yes.
personally.
What do you have Napoleon if
3.5.
okay, you know it's funny, I have old at 3.5.
Oh,
So it's
what's
like
Napoleon?
Napoleon's a 4.5. Well, okay. So it was a 4.5, and then I got like I dropped my rating like 2 months ago, like way after watching it
Oh,
to a
uh-oh.
4. Only because like I dropped my rating of the silent film, you know.
Okay.
I dropped my rating of the silent film down from a 4.5 to a 3.5.
Oh,
So I need to rewatch them both. Like I don't know why I did that. I think it's just like the way that they were lingering didn't fit with
yeah,
me.
sure.
Um, and I mean the silent film Napoleon just like it was such a long movie. I think I watched it in like two batches. I didn't watch it in one go because it's so fucking long.
It's very long.
And I was also like rushing because I wanted to finish it before I went to the theater to watch Ridley Scott's
Hmm.
Napoleon because I already bought my ticket. So I was like kind of just like sitting there, and I was like half like I was like getting dressed to go to the theater, you know. So I'm like half watching it, like kind of anxious to get in the car to go drive to the theater, you know. So it's just like drop that rating, drop Napoleon's rate, like having Ridley Scott's Napoleon at a 4.5 while having Abel Gantz's at a 3.5. Didn't sit well with me. So I
Okay.
was like, I'll drop it down to a 4. But honestly, on rewatch, they'll probably both be like a 4.5 again. Honestly, like they're both so good. But I'm fine going old because I love old, and it's one of those movies again on rewatch. I think it would be a 4 star. Same with Trap, like most of M Night's. Like the only reason Trap is not a 4 star is because I think Glass is better, and I need Glass to be a 4 before I make Trap a
They
4.
can be
It
the
feels
same
weird
and
to have my
still it can still be better, you
no,
know? Because
but
like it could be a
if
4
if
here and they could be a 4 there. You know what I mean?
no, yeah, but like I have Glass at a 3.5,
Oh.
right? Yeah. So and it's my favorite M Night, and so I've
Oh.
rewatched Trap a shit ton, and I'm like, okay, but if I make it a 4, it's officially my favorite M Night, which doesn't sit well with me. So I need to rewatch Glass and then rewatch Trap
Yeah,
and
I was
make them
gonna
both
say
4s.
rewatch both because they're both
Yeah,
fucking
yeah. And
awesome.
then I need to rewatch Old and give that a 4. Like my M Night is gonna just like
Yeah, I know.
steadily
It
be like a 4.0 for
yeah,
average.
that's what I don't think I have one of his lower other than his like clear minor works, but yeah.
Yeah,
All
yeah,
right.
yeah.
So are we just going old? I say for
We're
time's
going
sake.
Old. Yeah, we
All
can
right.
debate it forever, but like I think yeah, Old's good. You're literally talking about Old this much, seeing this go down, like I need to rewatch this shit like instantly.
What if you
I might
rewatch it
watch.
and just hate it? Like,
I hate it.
yeah,
Yeah.
you're just like, oh fuck, shouldn't have picked that.
The feeling of after watching it was better than actually the movie. Oh, that sucks.
Yeah, yeah.
I've done that multiple times where I'm like the feeling of the movie is better than the I don't know.
Hmm.
Okay, so that's our watch list podcast. I mean, this is a very small scale of like what comes out in the last 6 years, like, and these are all very like I don't think any of us have this over a 5 star or over a 4.5. Like none of us have any of these as a 5, so
Yeah,
they're
we don't
not
give a
really
lot though. So I mean, and also I
like
could give old a 5. Oh
After
yeah,
Sun would
After
win
Sun.
this.
Yeah.
After Sun would win this. What else would win this? I think
Megalopolis.
I would have Megalopolis win over those. Yeah, for sure. Megalopolis probably would win. I'm not gonna lie.
I would just
Like I'm trying.
veto everything and like,
Yeah, just you're just gonna veto card me, and then I would probably put like, I mean, worst person in the world isn't in
oh
here.
yeah,
Like, I would have vetoed the shit out of that too.
right. But
Like
those I
those
feel
are
like
up
are so
there.
obvious we would have that high that I think this was a great bunch.
That's that's why I didn't pick
Yeah,
those. Like having a distinct 5 star. Like I would just feel bad having Barbie beat Megalopolis, which it wouldn't. But I'm just
yeah. I
saying,
would not let
like
that shit happen.
I also have like Drive My Car,
Right. I would have
a
that
five
high too.
star, like Titane's super fucking high. Like those movies are peak. You know what I mean? Like those.
Yeah.
I don't know.
All right. We should switch
Let me
over
look.
now
Yeah,
and
we'll
do
do.
reviewing our recommendations from last week.
Yeah, so Luke suggested I watch Evil Does Not Exist by Ryuzuki Hamaguchi, um, who is the director of Drive My Car, which is in my top five, top three actually. Um, I loved it. I think it was I love the beginning. Holy cow, the
Yeah.
beginning, dude. Just like the trees just go on forever. Like
Yeah.
you're sitting there and the score is brilliant.
Yeah.
That score is so good. Um, yeah, that whole thing, and also was really interesting was the cutoff of the music. It happened like two or three times where like the music's going and it just stops like in the most awkward spot, like right before dialogue. It's like not naturalistic at all. No fade out. Just like boom, we're back into the story. Um, Beautifully shot. The I think for my money, Ryuzuki Hamaguchi is the best at directing cars. Like this guy knows how to direct inside and outside
Yeah.
of a car.
Yeah. I
Like
like
I
that.
don't know, he's so good. Like the literally the main character like backs out of a parking spot in the movie, and then you just see the car back up, and then you see him drive away for like 2 minutes, and you see the road. And Tokyo is beautiful in general, like the mountains, the landscapes, the and also like in the middle, the basis of the movie is the these this talent agency is trying to build like a glamping site, which is like a glamorous camping site in this small village, and the all the village people, which is why the first portion of the movie is very limited dialogue, is very important because you can see how important nature is to this community, especially our main character. He's chopping wood. He doesn't drink. Like
I love the
I
chopping
don't
wood.
even I don't even think he doesn't have a phone. Like he's completely fine with his daughter walking into the woods. Like it's so nature oriented, and they care about the water. Like him scooping the water is very important at the beginning.
Mm-hmm.
Um, and then just like the central conflict of the movie is these people coming in and they have no idea anything about nature and like the importance of waste management and all this stuff. And then they have this Q&A session, which actually is a long time.
Yeah.
Like that's a bulk of the movie. Like it lasts for like 30 fucking minutes of just like this Q&A between the villagers and these two talent agents who have no fucking business
Yeah.
even talking about this.
Oh,
Like
I love that part of the movie so much.
their their CEO guy, they even call him on Zoom later,
Yeah.
and they're like, "Dude, you should come and like talk to these people." And he goes, "Nah, I wouldn't change their mind." Like he doesn't give a flying fuck.
Mm-hmm.
He even like gives an like a ultimatum. He goes, "Oh, just give them the 24-hour. You just give them the 24-hour surveillance, but we'll have to cut the wages of the workers, but we'll still keep the septic tank where we want it, which will still pollute." And he goes, "Oh, it's like they even say in the things like the pollution will still be under regulation." Like that fucking matters to these villagers. Like they want their pure spring water. They don't give a fuck if it's 1% or under regulation, whatever that is. They want pure water. So it's really interesting, like the power dynamics of like these people crouching into their territory, which they don't like, and then they also like kind of half-ass return, and like the talent agent guy, like you kind of sympathize with him for a little bit, right? He's like, I want to get married, I want to
Right.
live in this environment,
He is kind of a
like all
redemption arc sort of thing.
the feeling of chopping wood is like so good to me. Like you kind of have a redemption arc, but you kind of realize towards the end of the movie that it's all like two-faced. He's doing this for the fucking business. Like he
Mm-hmm.
doesn't give a fuck. He's like trying to sweet talk this guy. They even bring him alcohol.
Yeah.
They present him with gifts, and you can tell they're like hella impatient with him, like chopping wood as they watch him chop wood, right? Like, and then they serve him the udon, which she said in the Q&A session that they need pure spring water. And he goes, he doesn't even explain the taste. He explains it that, oh, it made me feel really warm. And her husband's like, that has nothing to do with the taste, right? Like, they all fucking hate these guys, right? And they're trying so hard to like be two-faced, like get their business because they even mention it multiple times. The holy shit. They were there for like I'm like stuttering. They're there for a quick buck, right? Like
Yeah.
they want money quickly. Like
Yeah, they
they
don't give
even
a
say like
fuck.
it has to be done by May, right? Like
Yeah, yeah.
they don't have time to reevaluate the whole situation. They're like, just give them what they want and we'll do it, you know. And then the ending is really crazy too. Like I'm not gonna spoil it, but
Yeah,
like
yeah.
the
Don't.
whole ending shot, and I actually felt kind of strange that ending to me, especially with like searching in the woods is how I'm gonna explain it without saying anything. Searching in the woods area. I was like looking. I was like, "There's like 5 minutes left in the movie. Like, is this a whole nother arc that's just gonna be cut off?" So it was cool. It was definitely very vibey. It was very. I'm glad you told me to not watch it tired
Mm-hmm.
because there's times I was about to watch it. Like I think I texted you, "Oh, I'm gonna watch it tonight," like a
Mm-hmm.
couple days ago.
It was
But
after we
I
recorded
started.
the
Yeah,
last episode. Yeah.
yeah, I was like really tired. I
Yeah.
was like, "Fuck, I'm not gonna do it." So I watched it in the morning when I was like not tired. It's definitely slow burner. Um, which I mean Ryozuki kind of is, but Drive My
Yeah.
Car kind of has like a different element to it where it's not boring in a way. This isn't boring. It's just slow.
Yeah.
Especially with all the tracking shots and limited
Mm-hmm.
dialogue and smaller scale stuff. So yeah, I really liked it. I mean, I didn't like love it. And again, none of my opinions about Ryuzuki Yamaguchi went into my score. That's has nothing to do with because I have a little beef with him right now, but we'll figure it all out with the
Yeah,
copyright shit. I'm gonna sue his bitch ass. But yeah, we're gonna yeah, it's really good. Uh, I feel like we didn't see enough of the girl. Um, she's kind of like this. I don't know her importance. Like also like the idea of. I actually noticed like Ryozuki really fucking likes widowed men. Like in Drive My Car,
yeah.
she's
Yeah.
dead, and then this, but like it's not really fleshed out. It's just kind of like there, kind of feeds into like why he's like this, maybe like why he's so timid. Um, but I love the political aspect of the movie. I mean, yeah, it's a really good movie. I'm glad I finally got to watch it. It's been on the top of my watches forever. I mean, the
Yeah, yeah.
poster's fucking amazing too.
Yeah, it's
Like
a
the
great
poster's brilliant.
poster.
Yeah, it's
All time.
beautiful. Like the water and everything. So yeah,
Mm-hmm.
great pick. I liked it.
Awesome. Glad you liked it. All right. So Eli recommended me The Cook, The Thief, His Wife, and Her Lover, and I liked it. I think. I mean, I. I had high expectations. I really thought I was gonna love it because it just like looks like my shit. And I saw a TikTok about it or someone saying like, "Oh, if you thought Wuthering Heights was too tame, watch these movies." And one of them was this one. And so that was kind of my um what I was going into it with. And yeah, I guess so the movie's about this kind of mobster boss crook played by Michael Gambon. more famously known for playing Dumbledore in Harry Potter, and he basically the whole thing takes place. Pretty much the whole thing takes place in like this restaurant of his, and he is just like the like worst, most evil, like horrible person, and it's just the whole movie is just yelling obscenities and just being horrible and like racist and like just a bad guy who's like yelling the whole time, very like dictator like, and is acting that way because it is his restaurant and he owns the restaurant and he feels that he can act that way. And then his wife, played by Helen Mirren, locks eyes with this this very normal kind of maybe like generic kind of guy who just likes to read, and like ends up having this thing of affairs with him every day. They would go, she would say, I'm going to the bathroom, and they would get their freak on. And it's like very, yeah, it's very definitely like an erotic movie, and it's pretty like, I mean, there's notable, like the set pieces are pretty notable. They're very good. They are, lots of like big kind of like red. I think the use of the red is like really good use of color in film, because I think it adds actually a lot of like substance to everything going on. There's like, I think my favorite set piece might be like outside of the bathroom when the normal guy and Helen Mirren are kind of like, they're not saying anything to each other, and like that part I really like. That was probably like my favorite part of the movie, is like their first thing and they're in the bathroom and he comes in, Michael Gambon comes in, and it's like, oh shit, he's gonna find him, and you're like scared of this guy. He's a scary guy, he's a big presence, um and it felt a little, it kind of kept doing that, and it felt a little redundant. Not too bad. That wasn't like, that was like not a big issue. I do have issues with the movie. I think Michael Gambon, it's like a good performance, like technically, and he's doing things that are good. I just think it's really obnoxious to the point where it was like, it was kind of bothering me, and it was like really like not making the experience very enjoyable, because it kind of, I think it just loses momentum, and like I'm just like, oh my god, he keeps yelling, and he's like got this like annoying voice and he keeps like yelling, and I'm like, oh my god, shut the fuck up. And it a lot of it is done from these horizontal dollies. Is like a large majority of like the camera work is like a lot of horizontal dollies, and I typically just don't gravitate towards that a lot, because I feel that when you're doing kind of a lot of like wides, horizontally, and they're walking horizontally and all that, it makes me feel a little bit removed from like the real kind of like the characters and like the emotions of the scenes. And he does cut in too, but there's just like that in general. I usually like to be more conserved, and that's like the big thing of this movie. And so like formally it was a little not it, I mean, the sets are so great, and it's wide, and a lot of it is just done wide, and it's good. I think I just would have liked it more if it wasn't as much of that, because I don't know. But when it's going through the kitchen, it's cool, and then but it does it like multiple times, and there's that. I think I was disappointed with actually the like, I was disappointed because I thought it would be crazier. Like I felt that it was kind of pretty palatable with its kind of grossness, and like it really didn't. I didn't feel like,
Even the ending.
yes, and I'll say why. I'll tell you why. I mean, the ending is definitely the most like big moment, And it's cool. I like the ending. I do. Um, and that whole stuff looks good. I'm gonna spoil it, kind of, because I have to for what I'm gonna say. But there's like a lot of like the grossness throughout. Like aside from that, is kind of pretty quick, and there's a lot of space in between to digest it, and it really I don't feel like it pushes it a lot, and not that okay, and that's not a bad thing necessarily. I just found it as a whole to be a little lacking of substance for me, and that was kind of like, if you're gonna like not make up for it in that way, like at least be like crazier. And so I was a little like on both. I'm being negative. I like the movie, and like there's like good stuff in it and like fun, like it has a lot of like fun moments, so I recommend to watch this movie. um but okay, so the ending, um there's I maybe I just won't go into detail. There's a person that's cooked and he's fully laid out, and Michael Gambon is it's this big moment, and he's finally gonna like get his what he deserves, and she goes, eat his cock. And I'm like, oh shit, this is kind of cool. And he goes towards his cock and then goes away and goes to his stomach and then eats his stomach. And then I was like, oh, she better make him eat that cock. And then I won't forget. And then the movie, like, that's pretty much it. And the movie ends. And I was just like, oh, fuck, man. It would have been so much better if he had to
Yeah.
eat that penis.
Yeah.
And then that's his end. Because, like, that is so much more symbolic than just, you know, the general what
Fair
it
enough.
is, for what they set up, at least. Like, that's what I felt.
Yeah.
And so there's that. But it's cool. Like, it looks cool and like all that, and they're all, you know, everyone's watching, and
Yeah.
the chef is fun. Um, yeah, there's like, I mean, yeah, Helen Mirren's really good, and um, I really like the guy too, like the normal guy. Like they're just really
Yeah.
fun, and that's just cool. And they're Tim Roth has like a weird performance. It's
Yeah.
kind of funny, and it's pretty funny movie. Like I was kind of surprised at how funny it was.
I think the lighting
Yeah,
is so good
yeah, the sets and
because
the
like
lighting.
how they do it is like they basically have wearing one color, basically. Like she'll be wearing a white dress, and then she'll walk into the bathroom, which to my knowledge
Yeah,
is green, right?
and then it's green.
The bathroom is green, and then her dress is green when they go back. And so instead of her still wearing that white dress and then just like flooding her with lights, they literally change her dress to
Yeah,
almost
yeah,
symbolize the lighting is so severe that her dress is changing, which is so cool to me. Like the whole concept is like each room had like its different flavor. And so like each time you want to go to into a room, it's like what is this color emoting,
yeah,
right?
yeah,
Like
yeah.
and
The
also
color,
like
yeah, it's used so well
yeah,
for each
yeah.
like
And
room.
like the main villain like he symbolizes like the seven deadly sins basically. Like gluttony is like the major one for sure. Like that dude just doesn't stop fucking eating and yelling. Like this dude is just like which is kind of I understand like the whole penis thing of like I agree he should have for sure done that. I'm very interested in why Peter Greenaway like didn't make him
Yeah,
do that. I'd be interested to hear like his logic behind making it more
I have a
tame.
theory
Okay.
that what I was thinking, like, maybe that's really his body covered and stuff to make it look like, a cooked body, and then he couldn't actually go into the penis, and he had to like go into like something else that was created on the side. Get what I mean?
Yeah.
Like that was the only thing I could come up with.
Yeah. But I mean, I also like the sensual scenes between Helen Mirren and the regular guy, like the shadows that it's being used, like them hiding in the corners and like the chef kind of helping them out. Like the chef's low key a G for that.
Yeah,
Like
yeah.
it's
The
pretty
chef is
cool.
so
And then
cool.
you also have like I think the most disgusting scene more so than the ending is the like the butcher truck basically, where
Mm-hmm.
that's like rotting
And
that
the
they go into.
maggots, yeah.
Yeah, that scene was disgusting to me. I was
Yeah.
like, I was like, what the fuck? This is so like I couldn't like. It was definitely an experience in a dark room on my laptop.
Yeah.
It was very fun. It was something I'd never seen before, which is why I suggested it to you.
Mm-hmm.
Because I think what I'm trying to do with suggesting, like, I could easily give you like a 5 star of mine and be like, hope to see you like it. But I almost want to be like, because you've seen so many movies, I kind of want to be like, yo, Luke, I'm gonna give you something a little different and see what your opinion is of it. But I'm always hoping that I'm never gonna give you a movie I think you'll dislike, which you like this movie, you gave it a 3 star. So it's like, you know what I mean?
Yeah. I was kind of, yeah, I think I want to give you something that's like fun to talk about here. It's like there's things to talk about that we can talk about that are
Yeah.
interesting, and definitely like the movie I'm gonna give you is definitely something you've never seen before. Like,
Okay, I'm excited for that.
yeah,
I
but
like
okay,
that.
so a lot of people are talking. Some I read about this movie a little bit, and people are saying that Michael Gambon's character is kind of like representational of Margaret Thatcher and like her kind of reign and everything, and how like she feels that like the way she's acting is like justified because of this and that, and kind of like it's his restaurant, right? Um, and I guess it's just I was just like, okay, but I don't know if like I really feel that as like a like Margaret Thatcher, I don't really know much about her, and so it's like
Yeah.
I don't know, but I think it's interesting, and like I wonder, maybe some Brits like perspective on that, what I
Yeah,
mean,
for
like
sure.
people who experience that or something, and that would be interesting. um I'm glad I watched it for sure, especially because this might be surprising, but I'm like, I think I need to watch this guy's Peter Greenaway. I need to watch more of his movies. I think he can make something that I really like love. Like it got me
Yeah.
excited, even though like I had like even like formal issues. Like I could really see myself loving something he makes because
Yeah.
you
It's
know.
a very risk-taking movie for sure,
Hmm.
which is like why I dig it. Okay. So we'll go into what we're wrecking for this next week.
Hmm.
So I had to pick from 16 movies because there's 16 of them I wanted to pick. But I think I'm gonna decide this one.
Okay.
A little preface: this will be the weirdest movie you'll ever see in your life,
Oh,
and it's
great.
so good for that reason. It's so good for that reason. It's like the most fun ever. And also another thing, it's 60 minutes long. So it'll be like a quick
Lovely.
little watch for you. And it's from a country you've never watched from before.
Cool.
It's from Uganda.
Cool.
It's
Love that.
it's a Ugandan film. So the basis of this movie, I watched it on Tubi and I just liked the cover. I was like, okay, this looks sick. It has a 4.2 on Letterbox. It's you look at the scale of it, it's like only 5 stars basically.
I think I've heard
And
of it. I'm
it's so good. It's called Who Killed Captain Alex?
Okay, I have heard of it. Yeah.
Okay.
Super low
So,
budget, like they were just kind of going around with a camera, right?
you know what their budget was $1,000.
Yeah.
Okay. And so it's literally um it's all made in a village in Uganda and none of the people there are actors. And it has the weirdest thing you'll ever see in a movie, and it'll make you laugh. It's literally the funniest movie I've ever seen. So what they do in this movie is they have the director of or they have a guy that they hired from Uganda that can speak English, right? And he narrates the entire movie as the movie's going on. So and
Interesting.
he'll literally be like, this is the greatest action movie ever. Like he'll just be like that mid like action sequence, and like someone will punch someone who'll be like, punch in the face, yeah, this is so sick. Like it's like that. It's like so animated and so fun, and it's so bad it's good to the point where it's like the filmmaking they have $1,000 and they have like no money because they're from Uganda, but the passion that they have that these this village has to like back this guy up is so cool. And it like I'm like this is pure filmmaking because like they wanted to make a movie and they fucking did it.
Yeah.
And it's worldwide. Like it's a very well-known movie for it being a $1,000 budget thing on from
Mm-hmm.
Uganda. And it's so fun. You get to see all this cultural stuff. You have
Cool.
like karate fights, you have guns and the guns like are plastic guns and like the special effects is it's so funny. Like it just looks so ridiculous. Like I can't wait for you to watch this because it'll be like nothing you've ever seen. You'll laugh your fucking ass off. It's a quick little fix to just enjoy the day, and
Awesome.
you'll honestly just you'll want to watch it forever. You'll be like, this is only 60 minutes, but it's like so perfect. Like I think the thing that makes it is the narration. It's just the Ugandan Bruce Lee. Like it's just so ridiculous. Like you'll get it once you watch it
Yeah.
because you'll be like, it feels like a. I've never watched a commentary movie. Like I've never watched a movie with commentary on it, but it's like that. But it's like the guy that's behind it is wearing like a muffled speaker, and he's like so excited about the movie, and you know that he's saying it like there's no script behind the commentary. Like this dude is like probably like not a high IQ guy who's like diving into like what's happening. But it's funny because it's part of the movie. It's not like an addition that they added after. You know,
Mm.
it's like they released it like this, which is so ridiculous. So you're gonna have a blast watching it. It's super short. It's I even watched it was so good. I watched another of his movies called Bad Black, which isn't good, but I mean, because it just doesn't have that same energy.
Mm.
Who's the narrator? He's so good. His name's VJ Emmy, and like sometimes midway through the movie, he'll be like, "VJ Emmy on the mic, yeah." What do you
Yeah.
got for me, bro? I'm excited.
All right. So I picked this. I mean, Black History Month is ending right now, and so I was just like thinking about it, and I'm also gonna rewatch this movie soon. I watched it not that long ago, but um, for class, I think I'm gonna rewatch it, and it's you could hate it, you could love it.
Yeah.
It's really up in the air because it is really bizarre and jarring in so many ways, but it's Spike Lee's Bamboozled,
Okay.
which
Okay.
came
You've
out.
been watching all this Spike Lee. I'm like, I need to get in this action for sure.
Yeah, I mean, you've seen some though, right?
Mhm.
Okay, it's not a good place to
I've seen,
start.
yeah, I've seen Do the Right Thing, Black Klansman, and Malcolm X, I think.
Yeah, okay, so like the big three. This yeah, it's shot on the tiniest camcorder. Like after you watch the movie, go look up what it's shot on, and it's with a Wayans brother. I forget which one. He stars in it, and he's doing like a ridiculous accent the whole time. His name's like Pierre, and he sounds so fucking like stupid, ridiculous. Um, and it's a satire, big, very big. It's Damon Wayans. Jada Pinkett Smith. Jada Pinkett Smith is in it. Michael Rappaport's in it, and he plays himself.
That's funny.
Doesn't actually play himself, but plays himself in other ways. And it's really it's a I don't even know how to describe this movie. It's I think the perfect satire. It's a really really dense, brilliant movie. I think there's so much to unpack from it. Like you just can't watch it once. Um it's fucking wild, and just like it'll make you uncomfortable, and it'll make you laugh your ass off, and like it's also really, I mean, I think especially gives you a really good perspective on like racism in media, you know oh, and we're interested in, films and stuff. A lot about of films. Um, so yeah, I don't, it really, it got really bad reviews and from critics and audiences when it came out, but now and like I think later on it kind of got a little bit more praise from certain groups, and I
Yeah.
think it's it's definitely unlike anything I've seen before. So you know, I
This is
think
this is kind of like a perfect matchup. Like I also gave you a perfect movie for Black History Month,
yeah,
and like it's also super weird and strange and funny. So this is like a
I know, yeah,
perfect. I think I'll watch Bamboozled tomorrow then,
cool.
since it's the last day of the month.
Yeah, I'm
So we'll
curious.
do.
It would be really funny if you hate it, because I would also be like, yeah, sure.
I'm racist if I don't like it.
Yeah, right, exactly. Cancel them.
That's how it
Yeah.
goes.
All right, but I think we
Oh
could wrap
man.
it up there.
Yeah, that's pretty good. We tell us what you guys liked about old winning
Yeah,
or
please let
whatever.
us know.
Yeah, please. We'll definitely clickbait the shit out of this video
Yeah.
for sure.
Oh yeah.
We'll put some other ones in there. But yeah, this is episode 3. We'll be doing weekly, and then we'll also be releasing like other, because sometimes we film for too long. We'll also be releasing like a 45-minute to an hour extra videos every now and again. Don't know what the schedule of those will be like, but yeah,
Yeah.
that'll be it. And then check out our Instagram and our link tree or whatever
Yeah.
to
All the
follow
links.
all the other accounts. So yeah,
Yeah. All right. Thanks for watching. Bye.
yeah.